4, 3, 2. Sorry, got disconnected there for a second. It's just available in the United States and Canada now after they did an extensive testing for a while. And now it's here on YouTube. So there's this thing called Rubies. Well, first Jewels, then Gifts, and then Rubies. So how this apparently works, and nobody knows yet because it just came out, but we're going to learn together. And I'll talk to the chat in 4 seconds. Just bear with me 1 second. How this apparently works is you guys can now buy jewels. I don't know how it works. It's something like 100. I don't know. I don't know how that works from your end. But apparently now, instead of just super chatting, there'll be an option to buy jewels. And it's sort of like an account. So let's just say you get, and I'm just giving an example, $100. You can buy $100 and that would then go into your YouTube Jewels account. And then you don't have, it's like currency now. So YouTube now has its own currency called Jewels. So this way, if you can get $100, and if you get I don't know how many jewels you get. Let's just say you get 100 jewels for that amount. You could then buy gifts on different live streams. And let's say you use 5 jewels to buy a gift on this live stream. And then tomorrow you go on someone else's live stream and use 10 jewels to buy a gift over there. And then basically what happens is the gifts, I don't know what the gifts are. Maybe there are banners, there's special fancy things that you can do on the live stream. But then the streamer gets paid in rubies. And the rubies are 1 penny each. So for 100, if I get 100 rubies, it means I've just made an extra $1 on here. Now what YouTube has said, because this just launched today, is for all of December, all of January, and all of February, up to $1,000 of income extra per month. If let's just say I make $50, easy example, $100 in rubies this month, YouTube will pay me $150. So they're giving a 50% bonus up to an extra $1,000 per month from these rubies. So I don't really know how it works because I can't see what you guys see. But if any of you are interested, either now or anytime during this month, I would love somebody to please experiment with that and maybe take a screenshot of what gifts are available. And if you do get a gift, we can all see together what the heck that is. I don't even care the dollar amount. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck it is. So if any of you, maybe instead of doing a super chat over the next week, if you usually super chat, maybe instead try doing a gift and see if is it better for you? Is it better for me? I have no idea. But I was excited to tell you about that today. And any of you who are fans of my channel or other channels, maybe you can try that gifting. If you cannot see the option on other people's channels, it's because they haven't turned it on yet. And a lot of people don't know that it's even been released yet. And I don't know. But all I can say is there's a different little thing on my dashboard at the top. It used to show on the top left how many people are here. Right now it says 13. It would then show how many likes. Then it would show the amount of super chats. But now there's something over to the right of it, which is rubies. So now I'm really grateful because I cannot see the number of live stream viewers as easily as I could before. It used to be, also, I think they moved it down. Oh, this is good. This is really good because I'm looking right at the camera right now. I cannot see how many live stream viewers are here, and that's great. That's great when I'm doing music or whatever, so I don't get distracted when I'm singing a song and then in the middle, 4 people leave. I was doing that seminar today. As I told you, I was invited to be a speaker on this YouTube boot camp for people who just got monetized and or who just got their memberships. And it was me and two other people on this panel. And it was surprised that a lot of people were talking about, not only on the panel, but also within the chat. And these are people, some of these people make more money. Like this one guy on the panel, he makes $6,000 a month from YouTube. Super awesome. This other guy was making $7,000 a month on YouTube, $4,000 just from advertisements. And it was very exciting to hear. And I was on the panel. I was the third guy. And I go, hi, guys, I'm Monroe, and I'm not as nearly as successful as these folks. But the people loved having me because they could relate to me more with just 4,500 subscribers and only making $500 a month. And so a lot of people were saying, oh, Monroe, I'm so glad you're on the panel too, because I have a smaller channel than you. And I felt awkward where some of these people had like 450,000 subscribers. And anyway, what they were saying is, yes, I hate that live stream viewer count because it's so awkward when we see the viewer count go down. And I had to inspire everybody saying, guys, just expect that when at your finest moment, when you're sharing the best talent, you're going to lose 7 or 8 people because that's just the way it is. And so I kind of, like even right now, we were at 11 people and now it went down to 8. I kind of like, I expect it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay knowing that I'm going to lose some viewers here and there. In any case, I'm excited about this Ruby thing. Apparently, YouTube thinks it's gonna make it more fun for you to interact with the live stream, and apparently, it's gonna bring in more revenue streams for creators such as myself and any of you guys who are monetized and or are hoping or planning and working towards getting monetized in the near future. So let's learn together and figure out how the heck this whole thing works. That all being said, we're gonna switch gears. I'm going to go over the chat messages. That's number 1. Number 2, we're going to talk about staying strong in multiple ways. And God, can anyone tell me what the third topic was? I got to go to my I could go to my other. Oh, wow. I'm not even using the right phone. This is my YouTube live stream phone, and I'm not using it. So silly me. Oh, somebody just subscribed to my channel. What's up, Stevie? I'm looking at this other phone. Anyway, if somebody could tell me what the other topic was, that would be great. But let me go over the chat first. K-Dots. Yeah, I'm super mad at you right now, K-Dots, because I lost all of the messages from above because of your spamming. You do that again and I'll block you on the channel. You've been a nice supporter, but that's messed up because you took away the opportunity for me to look at all of the comments from everybody else. Shame on you. Not shame on you. No, and you're not joking around, V. That's totally messed up. I've lost all of these messages from people. K-Dots, why'd you do that? Let's see if I can find some of them there. V says, save some room for the rest of us. How late will he be? 2 minutes, I guess. Carly, hey. Didn't work for a second. Please stop spamming. Yeah, so Carly, if someone's doing like that, time the person out. Like that's an instance where you as moderator could really be of assistance. I know I say don't time people out, but when someone is just literally spamming the chat, timeout, 100%. So anyway, hi V, how are you? Hi Carly, how are you? By the way, V gifted 5 memberships last night. And by the way, V, I mentioned you at this YouTube bootcamp thing, and I said, they were asking like, what's the number one thing that you can do to get memberships? I said, one of the best ways is ask your subscribers and your fans to gift some memberships. And they were so shocked to hear that. And they're like, are you serious? People, I said, I'm as shocked as you are. I couldn't believe that you did that Big Kev did that Mr. Reboot did that. amazing thing, and thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of the channel. Carly says, I'm studying and talking to someone. Let me grab my earbuds so I can listen. He's undelivered. He's a little stressed right now. I don't know when he went. The Jewel thing sounds like microtransactions used in video games, a credit system. Yeah. And let's see. Let me grab my earbuds. Megan, how are you? Can you give me a shout out? Megan, I gave you a shout out, but then you wrote it again. You're being like K-Dots. You're being a spam Olympics triathlete right now. Coco Wave, I don't know. Guess what? Richard C's going to experiment with... Richard, we don't need to hear that. That's... Congratulations. Super stickers are gone for me. Just super chat and gifted memberships, nothing else. Super stickers are gone, V? I think that's a mistake because they said that it's going to be coming back. Hey, Miami Deco Tours. Guys, do you know who Miami Deco Tours is? That's Damian Rudis, who was the guest the other day. My friend from Miami Beach. You love the shirt. This is the one I was going to wear when you wore yours, but I forgot to put it on. Yeah, let's make America 90s again. I love this. I feel like I'm an Olympic athlete at the Olympic Village right now in this thing. Let me grab some earbuds. And, oh yeah, it's Damien. There you are. V recognized it as Damien. Let's start private investigation. Here's the deal. David Valentine holds the script of Miami Vice bus tour. Okay, he stopped communication with us. We need to get to him somehow. It is possible that he died. Well, Intertect. By the way, some of you guys may know that I run a not-for-profit private investigation firm here in New York, in Florida and in New York. So Miami Deco Tours, we may be able to help you out. I don't know if this is a public service type of case. This is something I'd probably have to be compensated for because it's not I don't think the public will absolutely fall apart if we cannot find David Valentine and the Miami Vice bus tour continues. But I would be happy to chat with you, and because you're a good friend, I will give you a very good rate to see if I can put together a plan to track down this individual. So let's chat. Spy says, are you the surfer dude? I'm not the surfer dude, but this is the same channel where the surfer dude was on. So let's see. K-Dot's football. I'm sorry, I didn't know it. I would do that, bro. I love your stream. Sorry for spamming. I love supporting your channel. P, don't be mad at me. So K-Dot's not mad. I get frustrated sometimes because the chat is the only way that I can interact with the people that are watching. So I'm not mad at you, but just please be considerate of everybody else that is here. And if you are waiting before the live stream, don't just keep saying hi, because you guys don't realize it. There's a limit to the number of chat messages that I can see. And if there is a long number of spam messages, it literally pushes all other messages away. So K-Dots, I love you. We're friends again. All good. But just remember that, because I love you, but I want to make sure that I can show some love to the other people that are on the live stream. V says, this morning I gifted 5 memberships. Oh my gosh, it's been a long day. It was this morning that I did this fitness stream at Muscle Beach. Oh my gosh, been a very long day. By the way, just so you know, I did take a shower. That's why my hair looks so fantastic right now and why I smell so fresh. You probably can't smell me, but if you could, I'm an 11 out of 10. And Carly says, yay, V. The surfer dude is Kino. So guys, one thing that's cool about Miami Beach, especially at this time of year, is eating outside. The weather it's cool out. I'm wearing this little sweatshirt and stuff, but I mean, in summer, you're not going to see as many people eating outdoors because they want to be inside in the air conditioning. And obviously, it's a more private, intimate environment inside because of acoustics. So people are whispering, people are talking softly, but outside, everybody can just be a little bit louder and a little bit more rambunctious. And my mom and I went out to dinner at this Italian restaurant on Collins Avenue, and there was this funny guy. He was a good-looking guy. He looked like a cross between Chad Kimball and Jeremy Renner, the X-Men actor. And anyway, he and I started talking, and then his friend was there, Pat, and Pat's super sexy Ukrainian wife, who may be a guest on this YouTube channel soon, talking about fashion and styling. I don't know much about that, but maybe she'll teach us. But it was so nice. And I guess this is one of the topics for today, which was guerrilla networking. I think that was so we're going to talk about guerrilla networking first. First of all, what is guerrilla networking? Two things. It's a book that I wrote, which you can buy on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's really good. I wrote it with J. Conrad Levinson, who wrote Guerrilla Marketing. But number two, it's a way of approaching marketing and networking. Too many people with networking think it's about meeting as many people as possible. But guerrilla networking flips networking on its head. Instead of trying to meet people, you're trying to become the type of person who other people want to meet. When you think about it, it's so brilliant. Why go out and meet people if you can sit here in your chair and everyone comes knocking on your door? In some ways, why are you guys back here watching me right now? Because I'm doing a good job of guerrilla networking. There were 3 people waiting for this live stream to start, which was pretty cool. Guerrilla networking. I was the live streamer who you wanted to wait for. And I'm the live streamer who you wanted to come and chat with. Could I be better? Absolutely. Again, on this YouTube boot camping, some of the people were saying, oh, I'm getting about 300 to 350 people per live concurrent viewers. I'm like, wow, super impressive. We can always get better. All of us can be better. I'm better than many people as a YouTube live streamer in terms of my success. There are people who blow me out of the water. We're always a teacher to somebody and a student to somebody else. But this idea of guerrilla networking is, I have my YouTube card, right? But people don't really read it immediately. And I was talking to this guy, Dustin, that was his name. And I said, oh, by the way, hey, I said, you seem to love to talk. Would you like to be a guest on my YouTube channel? And then of course, it's like, well, what do you do? Or a better story is the woman, Marina, because the 2 guys went to the bathroom, and so I ended up chatting with this gentleman's wife. And just saying, what do you do? And I said, hey, do you watch YouTube? She says, yes. I said, hey, would you like to be a fan and subscribe? She goes, I was absolutely. And I said, by the way, would you ever want to be a guest? And she said, sure. And then again, you don't find out any information about anybody until you ask. She said, you know what? I kind of wanted to start a YouTube channel. I went, aha, reeling her in. I said, guess what? We're going to launch your YouTube channel on my live stream. In some ways, sort of like I did with V and ClearTrek. And I said, look, it'll come on the live stream. I interview you. You'll talk about fashion, styling, your life. She's from Ukraine. She's been here about 10, 12 years. And I said, and I'm sure some of my fans will want to learn about fashion and styling from you, and they could subscribe. And she got super excited. I became the type of person she wanted to meet. I don't know if she'll actually end up becoming a guest. I don't know if she'll get in touch with me. But at first I was traditional networking. Hey, here's my YouTube card. Will you become a fan? But then I started asking some questions. I was asking about her and this and that, and I flipped the table now suddenly, and she goes, oh, you have a PhD? Oh, what are your live streams? Oh, you do comedy? Oh, really? Oh, suddenly now I was becoming somebody very interesting for her. So you all need to do the exact same thing. Don't be shy about telling people why you're awesome. And I say every time on my live stream, please subscribe, please like. But what I always do, By the way, this is who I am. I'm a PhD in psychology. I have an MBA in finance. I'm a lawyer, a two-time TEDx speaker. I'm a licensed skydiver. I'm a Bronze Star nominated Iraq War veteran. You subscribe to my channel, you're going to get to do, you're going to see music, comedy, great guests, motivation, inspiration. I'm telling you information in the traditional way. But what I'm saying is with the precise mission of converting you into thinking of me as somebody you want to subscribe to, and trying to convince you that I am someone worth spending time with, if that makes sense. As my Ammo Deco tour says, my name is Monroe Mann and you're not. Or it's I'm Monroe Mann and you're not. Carly, are you still here? If you are, you have to write down that quotation. That would be a really fun quotation for a t-shirt. I'm Monroe Mann and you're not. Let me catch up some of the comments here. Thank you. You love the sweatshirt. Good evening, V Pirate. Great to see you guys. Is it possible that he died? Of course, Miami. I was going to call you Miami Deco Tours. Damien, yeah, it certainly is possible. People die all the time. I always think in my head, like, if I died, how long would it take for people to realize that there were a problem? Like with YouTube Live, if I went for 5 days and there are no live streams, I think if I do 3 days without a live stream, you guys would know maybe something's up. On my breakdiving community, it functions very well without me. And there are people on there chatting right now on this website that I built with the help of many other people, of course. But I think it would take maybe 3 weeks or a month before anyone realized that where is Monroe? Think about that, guys. How long would it take before somebody realized that you were, not realized that you were dead, but started to think that something is up? And I'm often thinking too, like, if I died tomorrow, like, I want breakdiving to keep going. I'm always trying to think of continuity plans. There's this guy, Ishmael, in India. I've made him a super admin on all of the back end databases and everything, this and that, because I realize, what if I do die tomorrow? By him being super admin, it's a major amount of trust that I'm putting in this person, because he could delete the entire database at any time. But at the same time, I think it's a bigger risk that what if I died and then nobody could get in there and the site just crashes and all the work I've done and everyone's done over the last 10 years on this breakdiving community just goes to the wayside. So, and this is a good teaching lesson for a legal standpoint. Damien, for you and for anyone watching. Don't be so cocky to think that you aren't going to die tomorrow or right now. I could die right now. It could happen right here in this live stream, and I hope it doesn't happen. I would hate to traumatize you, but at least if it happens, I'm in a American flag sweatshirt. And what could be a better way to die, right? This is why you need to have life insurance. This is why you need to make sure all your contracts are correct. This is why you need to make sure that your kids know what to do. Or, like, let's say you're married and your wife. Would your wife know how to open the safe? Would your wife know how to what and why and also why maybe getting things titled in two people's name? Because that way you can avoid probate, because if it's in both of your names, when someone dies, it just automatically transfers to the living relative. And then the case in point with Damien's company is that this guy is the only one who has the script. Not to criticize you or put you on the spot, and we've all made mistakes like this, me too. Let it be a lesson. Don't let that ever happen again. There needs to always be 2 copies of the script. There always, just like with the nuclear codes, the president of the United States cannot launch the nuclear weapons by himself. He has to have, like, the Secretary of Defense and the chief of staff or whoever, like the 2 other people with the keys. And then once those 2 people turn it, then boom, the president can launch the missiles. But that's redundancy on another side, its protection to make sure that one person is not just responsible for launching World War III. At the same time, if you're the only person who has access to something and you die, chaos for everybody in your life that's depending on you. And that's a really good mark of a good spouse, a good father, a good brother or sister, a good son or daughter, a good entrepreneur, a good friend. That, like, make a list tonight. If I die, what chaos am I going to bring to the front door of all of the people that I care about? I mean, nothing is going to tarnish your good reputation. Then you die today. It's a sad story about United Healthcare CEO who was gunned down in New York City a few days ago. There is no way he expected that he was going to die that day at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., just coming out of his hotel in New York City. And what happened there reminds me of how when I was in Iraq, every day I was viscerally aware that today could be the day that I die. And it took me a long time from when I came back. When I was talking to my friend Shannon Potts. He was a long-range surveillance intelligence gatherer. And he might be a guest here if it is, if maybe you'll remember the name Shannon if he comes back. But we were talking about how it took us such a long time after we got back from Iraq until we sort of became normal humans again, citizens. For about 3 years, when I came back from Iraq, I'm driving around the streets of New York. I'd be looking everywhere for bombs, snipers on the roofs. Every dog that walked by, I'm thinking, is that dog a plant? Is there a bomb in that dog? Every time I saw a person with a trench coat, I'm thinking, is that person hiding explosives in him? Every time I saw a little kid smile at me, I'm thinking, is this kid trying to lure me in to cause damage to me or my soldiers? And it took me a long time. Even today, I still get scared when there are loud noises. And I've mentioned that a number of times. That's the one residual, not the one residual. I still have crazy mental problems. But I'm better. I'm better than I was. Why am I mentioning all this? This death of the United Healthcare CEO, who was relatively young. Look at the pictures of him. He was a young guy. He had a wife. I think he had kids. Gone. Like that. Gone. I hope he's in heaven. I hope there is an afterlife and he's, laughing at all of the trials and tribulations he endured during his lifetime. But it just reminded me, guess what? I could have, walking out a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago in Miami Beach, right on Ocean, some crazy guy just came in with a gun and just shot he was going to shoot the child, like a 7-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy. And the father said, no, please shoot me. And the guy turned to the father and shot him, killed him. I was on Collins tonight with my mom. It could have been right there. Tonight could have been the day when some crazed maniac came in and did that to me. And this United Healthcare situation has reminded me that today could be the day that I die. And today could be the day that you can die. And I'm going to, when I get off from this live stream tonight, or if at the latest tomorrow morning, make that list. Who will cause chaos when I die? Who will experience chaos when I die because I didn't plan ahead? I'm working super hard to make sure if I die before my mom, that I'm not burdening her with the added craziness of she has to pick up all of these pieces that I've allowed to fall. I have about $550,000 of life insurance in her name. So if I die, at least financially, she's going to be good for a number of years without me. And with break diving, I've got Ishmael now. And hoping that if something happens to me, good, Ishmael will step up. Is there a guarantee that this guy Ishmael is going to step up and take over the running of this big not-for-profit tech company? No. But at least he has the admin ability to maybe say, look, I can't do this, but I have access. Let's find somebody else who can do it. And this is why it's very good to have a board of directors. Breakdiving does have a board of directors. Right now, it's just me and this woman, Marlene Hoekstra, who lives in Denmark. But again, if I die, the whole point of having a board of directors is to replace the CEO, which is what I am. I was talking about guerrilla networking at first. This idea that I came up with, don't try to meet people. Try to become the type of person who other people want to meet. But it applies also to try to become the type of person who other people want to help. And I try to help as many people as I can. And some people think I'm stupid for doing so. I help people with their YouTube channels. I help people to get new fans. I help people with legal issues, sometimes without asking for full pay. Sometimes if someone's having a financial problem, I can step in and say, hey, let me help you out. But because I like helping other people, I'm hoping that, like I said, what goes around comes around. And I'm hoping people will pay it forward and hoping that maybe learning from me, they'll say, you know what, I remember when Monroe helped me, I'm going to help this other person. Or, God forbid, I'm in a tough spot and they go, you know what, this guy Monroe helped me when I was down, I'm going to help Monroe when he's down. And so that's what this guerrilla networking thing too is about too. You're solving problems. I want to become the live streamer who you want to watch. I want to be the lawyer who you want to hire. I just had a legal meeting with one of my clients and another guy he's working with. Scott DuPont, actually. He's been a guest on my live streams a couple of times. And he and I work together. He has a company that helps people raise money for films. I'm an entertainment attorney, and he and I partner up on working with his clients to help them raise the money they need to make their films. And so I was speaking with one of those clients today. And again, it's nice that why did Scott pick me? Because everything I'd done, he could have put out the feelers for any entertainment attorney, but I became the type of lawyer that he wanted to entrust his clients with. And I'm hoping that I become the type of YouTuber who you entrust your friends to. And every week I get a little report that maybe 10, 15, 20 of my videos were shared. I don't know why people do it. It always mesmerizes me. And I wish I could get in touch with the people who shared my videos and I could see, and I can ask them, why did you share this video? Maybe I'll hear some crazy stories. Oh, my uncle loves skydiving and I wanted him to see you flipping out of the airplane. Or, your Kino surf character is so funny and I have a friend in California who talks just like that and who knows? But I have no access to that information. But it's such a nice feeling to know that I became the type of YouTuber that other people wanted to share with other people. You need to think about whatever you're doing in your life. Become the type of person that they want to meet. Become the type of business that other people want to give money to. Become the type of business that other people want to refer their friends to. I mean, it's so weird. Like, I know there's sometimes you'll have a client and they'll work with you, but they don't refer their friends. And sometimes it's because, yeah, I work with him, but I would never refer my friends. And you think, well, what's up with that? Why would you work with me, but you don't want to refer your friends? It's sort of like that there's an obligation to work with me, but you don't want to. And I've heard that before. And anyone who's honest, who's in sales, has probably heard that too. It's because for some reason, you're not making them feel comfortable enough to work with their friends. Because they know you very well, but they want to refer your friend. That your friend's not going to know everything about you, and they're trusting that you're going to take them under your wing. Woo! Crazy stuff. But this guy, Scott, he refers every single one of his clients to me for me to be their entertainment attorney. And And it's a really cool gig because when a film gets financed, I get a back end fundraising fee, and I'm also getting additional like back end points and this and that on the film. It's a pretty cool deal. And he could have offered that to anybody, but he chose me. And you guys are choosing me to sit here, 8 of you. I am amazed and I am touched. And I would like to have 300 people watching like some of these other YouTubers, but I have to give myself a break. They've got 400,000 to 700,000 subscribers. I've got 4,450. And I think I'm doing pretty well. I want to switch gears to stay strong because that's the next part about this. But for now, do your 2 homework assignments. Make a list of every single person whose life is going to be legally and financially and stressfully impacted by your death. And I want to thank Damien and Miami Deco Tours for bringing up this idea because he is now in a problematic situation because this guy who's either disappeared or died or just flaked out is causing problems for Damien's business. And that's not good when Miami Vice is a huge part of Miami culture, and a lot of people come here for Miami Vice to get a Miami Vice tour. So, Damien, as I mentioned, I'll speak to you after the live stream and happy to chat with you and see if there's some way that I can assist you. K-Dot says, if I stop chatting, my dad took the phone. See? You're causing grief to everybody, K-Dots. I'm timing you out. Your dad's taking your phone. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. When I say banana, I have to go. I'm Monroe Mann and you're not. Carly, write that down. You have to write that down into the Monroe Mann quotes notebook. And if you can, send it to me on... Oh, I don't know if you ever did that yet, Carly. If you could please go into the Discord. By the way, if any of you are interested, there's a Discord for the channel. And you're welcome to join it. The link is in the description. If you could send that to me there. And what's up, Jamie? How are you? Oh, by the way, V, I just want you to know, I didn't forget. I put you up here. V, $20 in memberships. I wish that were 20 million Canadian dollars. Maybe one day you will do that. I look forward to getting a super chat from somebody, 20 million Canadian dollars, preferably before March. That would be helpful. I'd like 20 million American dollars, but 20 million Canadian dollars, not so bad. I think that's probably worth about, maybe 16 million American? I could live on that for a year. No problem. Miami Dex says, it would be a delay before they found out. Irfan, what's your opinion about Iran? Oh, Irfan. Well, it sounds like sounds like a Persian name. I love Persia. I love the Prince of Persia video game. I love the Arab cult. I guess Persians and Iranians are not Arab technically. They get upset when I say that. I love the culture. I think Persian Farsi is an interesting language. I think the people deserve a little bit better because I've met a lot of people who have left Iran and they're grateful to be out of there. I think Iran has a big problem with hating America and hating Israel. And I think on January 20th, when Donald Trump takes office, something is going down. And Donald Trump has made it very clear, if the hostages are not released, everyone who's responsible, which includes Hamas and Iran and the Houthis and Hezbollah, as Donald Trump said, hell is going to rain down upon them. And I don't want to see what happens when hell rains down from Donald Trump, because it's not going to be good. I'll tell you that. Somebody just gave a super chat, so I'm not sure who that is. We'll look down in a second. As I mentioned, if there's that new Rubies feature there, if anyone wants to try that, I'm super excited to find out what the heck happens with Rubies and gifts and how that works. Carly says, probably after 2 days, you'd be missing me. Aw, Carly. Jamie says, less than a day, someone always needs something. That is true. That is true. Just stopped in for a minute, says V Pirate. Want to say hi. Sorry, I got to go. Feeling sick tonight. V Pirate, sleep well. Hope you feel better, my friend. Let's see. Miami Deco Tour says, there are no guarantees in life except death and taxes. I think it was Ben Franklin who said that. It's one of the founding fathers that said there's only two guarantees, death and taxes. Airfun, if you keep asking about Iran, I'm going to time you out. So stop that. You're going to get a timeout just like K-Dots. But he made the script. Maybe he feels he owns it. So now we're talking about a legal issue, Damien. And it really depends whether it was a work for hire or a work for hire means you were paying that person. And if that let's put it this way. If you paid that person and then that person wrote the script, that is a work for hire. If that person wrote the script while under the employ of Miami Deco Tours, then Miami Deco Tours probably owns the script. But if there is no contract that clearly says that the copyright is owned by Miami Deco Tours, and again, you might have to take it to a file a lawsuit if that person is doing it. So it could be a little bit more complicated than just a private investigation matter. Maybe it's also a legal issue regarding copyright and whether it's a work for hire or not. Carly, guys, everyone, attention. We're going to give you a Carly boyfriend update. And I'm going to talk like Carly talks. Oh my God, so my man left me for 5 hours and didn't respond. So I got mad and then I saw him for some reason during fourth block and I got what the heck is LWK? I don't even know what the heck you're using like teenager speak. And I got LWK, so annoyed at him. Or is that supposed to be like? I got so annoyed at him. So, but he just got his phone taken. Well, why are you dating a troublemaker? Why are you dating a troublemaker whose phone gets taken during school? Now, when I was in high school, well, to be fair, there were no cell phones or beepers, I don't think. Well, I think there were beepers, but what high school kid had a beeper? I'm trying to think, what was the equivalent of having your phone taken? I think it would be one of those, a little message that you're passing along to a girl that says, "Hi, I think you're cute," or something like that, or maybe a Walkman. I think people had Walkmans taken because they would listen to a Walkman. But back then, if you're listening to a Walkman, you still had these big things on your head. And so it's kind of obvious that you're listening to a Walkman. So it wasn't surprising to me that people had their Walkmans taken. Did he say why he didn't answer? Says Jamie. Oh, Jamie is... why are you taking an interest in the... I know you call her a sweet little angel. What was the other thing you call her? Or the other thing that I call her? To you, she's a sweet little angel. To me, an animal. No, but what was it? His message wouldn't deliver. Then he got his phone taken in second block. Sounds like excuses to me. Carly, you deserve so much better. You deserve so much better. Zaire Brown. Zaire Brown is back in the house. Long time no see. What you been up to? Mrs. Monroe? He just called me Mrs. Monroe. Mrs. Monroe. What did I do to deserve that? So he wasn't being a jerk. Give him the benefit of the doubt once. Yeah, but he's a troublemaker. He got his phone taken from him. Carly deserves better. Miami Deco Tours remembers that. Oh, so you were here in Miami when that happened? Did you live in Miami when Versace was killed? I don't know when that was. I don't know if that was before you moved here. Glad are you still here? Thank you, Zaire. I'm still here. I've been doing live streams pretty much every day, pushing forward day by day, trying to grow this channel and turn it into something. It's exhausting and it's stressful and very depressing and demotivating at times. And sometimes it takes me a little while to get up the stamina and the chutzpah to get back on the saddle. But as I say, I like to complain a lot, but I usually don't quit. So I'm still standing. Yeah. Wait, I have to get that. I'm still standing. Yeah. There we go. They arrested him behind the building minutes later. Yeah, at least, not that I'm applauding this assassin in New York City. By the way, the police involved said, there's no reason for us to believe that this person is a paid assassin. And he goes, and by the way, that only exists in the movies. He goes, too many of us watch too many movies like John Wick and this and that. And they go, this paid assassin thing is not, but I don't really know if that, I think there are paid assassins. I'm pretty sure there are. Sometimes it leaves me undelivered for too long. Well, you remember that girl, Lily? She was a guest on my live stream. I was just texting with her last night, and then literally my messages just stopped getting delivered. And I just got the blue, and it didn't even say delivered. I think she blocked me. And I didn't say anything inappropriate. I was gentleman, all that stuff, just chatting, friendly. So, things happen. Sometimes you have no idea who does what, why, where. There are people who subscribe to my channel and then unsubscribe the next day. There are people like Barbara, if you're watching, who lied to me last night and said, hey, Monroe, I'm super excited. I just bought one of your hats that says Winners Do It Now. I was so excited because no one's bought one of the Winners Do It Now hats yet. So I went over there to go check. No purchases of a Winners Do It Now hat. People are like that. I don't know why. How did they issue life insurance for a Renaissance man like you? Not only do I have life insurance, but it covers skydiving deaths. It will cover suicide. It will cover, I have the best life insurance. No matter how I die, mama's getting paid. So that's the type of life insurance you guys want, no matter what. Now, also, something's interesting. A lot of times life insurance policies will not pay if you do skydiving. But it's really only if you are not a professional. Like if you have your license and you're doing it safely, then it shouldn't impact your life insurance. One thing to be aware of, and again, I don't want any of you to take your own life, of course. I love each one of you, nor do I want to take mine. But if you get a life insurance policy with the express intention of getting life insurance and then, saying goodbye to yourself next week, the life insurance policy is null and void. Most life insurance policies will not pay out for taking your own life for 2 years. And they do that specifically to prevent insurance fraud. So tell your friends that and this and that, because a lot of times people do things stupid like that, and they're doing it like, I'm doing it because I need to help my family and this and that, so I'm going to get the life insurance policy and just off myself. You made them miserable by taking your own life, and your masterful financial plan didn't even help. You just wasted money getting the insurance policy. So don't do that. Jamie says, my only words of wisdom, Carly, is if he wants to give you his time, he will. Tell him it bothers you. If it changes, great. If it doesn't, and that doesn't work, end it. Yeah. I will also say, too, sometimes women and men are a little bit too needy. And I talk about this in my book, Romantic Suicide, which Jamie bought. I don't know if you ever finished it, Jamie. But mirror the other person. If the other person takes 2 hours to respond, do not respond as soon as that person responds. Wait 2 hours. Let them, if they made you wait for 2 hours, you make them wait for 2 hours. That's not in every situation. If they write back and say, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 and I this and that, and of course you can respond. But if the person doesn't give you any reason for why that person took 3 hours to respond, don't appear so available that, and I even think about this with my YouTube live streaming. Part of me wonders, is by doing multiple live streams every day, is it making me less, by making myself so available, am I making myself less desirable? And maybe that's hurting the channel, but I thought about it for about 10 seconds and said, I don't care. I like doing the live streams, and so here I am. Here I am. Watch my live stream like a hurricane. Team Awesome is back and retracts the message. How can the first message you put on my live stream after about a month and a half be a retracted message? I don't think you should be able to retract messages until I see them. It's a jungle out there. I still haven't gotten down to the super chat yet. Whoever did that, I have a feeling it's Jamie, because Jamie's super chat amount is usually $1.99. He already pays attention to what he says anyway, like he genuinely cares. Whenever he's dry, he apologizes. Carly, you got to whip him into shape. What's up, Adam? I need a Georgia lawyer for help on a quiet title action. Adam, if you're still there, I recommend you go to avvo.com, avvo.com, and go to martindale.com, martindale, and lawyers.com with an S. And just put in Georgia real estate attorney. On all three sites, you will get plenty of people that you can call who are licensed in Georgia who can help you. Okay, that's good. Toss me in the creek and keep my life insurance. Won't matter to me. Hello, Mr. Good Cat. The lurker is back. By the way, we talked about you the other day. I will not tell you what we said about you. You will have to go watch the live stream and give me some ad revenue. Jamie joins the Discord. Oh, yeah, Good Cat. Jamie, Good Cat wants you to join the Discord. Everyone has to do whatever Good Cat asks, so please go ahead and make that happen. Carly picked a cheater and a guy that couldn't stay over a day. I'm the second person. I get very antsy very quickly and find reasons why it's not going to work out and go, Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you, Carly. There you are. Super chat. Hi, Monroe. Remember, Carly is a sweet... You and I Am Athena know how to push my buttons with spam super chat messages. By the way, K-Dots, if you ever want to spam, you're only allowed to spam like you do if you super chat a spam. All right, so let's put you up on here. Jamie. Let's put Jamie / Carly. $1.99 for the exact opposite of a sweet baby angel. She is not a sweet baby angel. I am telling you that right now. Don't let Jamie get to your head, Carly. You're not a sweet baby angel. You are a... What? Can someone please tell me what it is that I called her on the beach? Hi, Mr. Goodkid. I've never done Discord. Jamie, it's really super simple. You just click on the link. You just create a name like Jamie. And then there's like a few chat rooms where you can chat with other people who have been on my live streams. So it's kind of cool because it gives you a chance and people can ask me questions. And I don't go there every single day. I go there maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks to kind of catch up on everything. But it is a place where people can interact with one another and all that. Adam, do I have relatives in Western Mass? Not that I know of, but you never know. Western Mass is quite big. Mr. Goodkid says, now is the time. Now is the time to do what? Now is the time for somebody to please buy some jewels and send me a gift. That's an order, soldiers. I see $1.99 in Super Chat, and I see a big 0 right here. A 0 for Rubies. I want a Ruby. I want a Ruby. I'm gonna have a Ruby tantrum very soon. No, it's Carly. Now it's Carly's calling herself a sweet baby angel. Ugh, makes me want to throw up. Yes, she is. Oh my gosh. Monroe, make sure Monroe reads it out loud. I'm not reading anything out loud that says Carly is a sweet baby angel. Why would I poison everybody's ears by telling everybody that Carly is a sweet baby angel? And why would I say it in a sweet voice like, Carly's a sweet baby angel? No, I would never do that. And please don't make me do that. Oh, you want me to do it low key? Carly's a sweet baby angel. You've gotten your phone taken too? Carly, that's because you keep watching my live streams while you're in science class. Naughty. You were at the gym and he couldn't even participate because he fractured his spine. Who fractured his spine? Your boyfriend? Carly is precious. Oh, that's right. Is that what I called her? Precious? I don't know. Outrage Water. That's the first time I've seen Outrage Water on the live stream. I hope you're still here because I'd like to answer your question, which is how can you stay positive when you are sad? First of all, I'm going to pin that to the wall of accolade because it's a perfectly grammatically correct sentence. And I think everybody should watch that, except that the H is not capitalized, but I will leave that for now, and there's no period at the end, but YOU''RE is correct. And how can you stay positive when you are sad? It's impossible to be positive when you are sad, if that makes sense. And again, for those of you who know, I have a PhD in psychology, so I have a little bit of perspective on this. If you're sad, you can't be positive. As soon as you start to become positive, you're not really sad anymore. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Like when you're in that horrible, sad moment of whatever, heartbreak or defeat or loneliness, you just feel miserable until maybe somebody calls and you start talking to that person starts to say something that starts to cheer you up and make you smile. As soon as you smile, you're not sad anymore. The sadness might come back in 3 seconds. But for that brief moment, you are not sad. So the question is, how can you be happy when you, how can you stay positive when you're sad? It's extremely difficult. That's not the right question to ask. The better question is asked is, how can you most quickly overcome sadness and reframe your perspective and get back into a more positive mood? And we've talked about this a lot of times on the live stream. You guys know that I suffer from feelings of great disappointment and sadness and losing hope for a lot of things. What gets me out of it? Planting seeds of hope. If you plant seeds of hope today, and those seeds that could bloom later are friends, telling people about your issues, helping other people, giving people ways to get in touch with you, and sending off emails, making sales pitches, going out on the town. I went out tonight with, let me just say, all those seeds of hope that I planted today. Like, I'm in a relatively good mood right now, and I think you can see that. I did a break diving live stream this morning, got 4 new subscribers for that channel, which is so funny. I get more subscribers per live stream for break diving, I think, than I do for my own channel, which is super weird. Me just studying and doing my work kind of relatively quietly and just interacting very briefly with people gets me 4 to 5 subscribers. Me actually doing a live stream like this, sometimes I get 0 subscribers or 1. So very weird. But anyway, I did that, went out to Muscle Beach and did another live stream for this channel. V gifted 5 memberships, which is really generous and supportive of the channel. And As you guys know, he has a channel, Cleartrek, Cleartrek. And I'm a big fan of that channel, and so is Jamie. So go check that out. Then I did my fitness. I came back. I had that YouTube event, which was cool. I met a whole bunch of YouTubers who are more successful than me, and they got in touch with me. Some of them subscribed to my channel. So that was really great. Then I came back, had my meeting with my client and Scott. That went well. Then went out to, and then had another Zoom meeting with 3 people who were each going to be guests on my live stream to talk about different financial issues, which will be cool. Life insurance is one of them, and 401ks and rollovers and how to plan for your retirement. Then I went out to dinner with my mom, met those 3 other cool people. I mean, all of those things are planting seeds of hope. Why? Because at any given moment, somebody could go watch my live stream from the fitness this morning, maybe leave a comment, and I'll get the comment, and maybe that'll cheer me up. Maybe somebody who was watching the breakdiving live stream ends up applying to become a member of breakdiving.io. And guess what? Awesome, got a new member. And that person could potentially change my life forever in a positive way. And having the Zoom meeting, I'm probably going to have a special guest. I planted a seed of hope today. By the way, we're doing a special live stream on Sunday at some time between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'm going to be on a 50-foot yacht here in Miami for 4 hours. And my friend, Daniel Ninan, who's a stand-up comedian, he put it all together. We all chipped in some money. So my mom and I are going to go, and there are going to be like 16 other people. And I'm going to do a live stream for at least an hour on this yacht. So I've never been on a yacht, like one of those super cool yachts before. I'm super excited to go on there, and even more excited that I'm going to bring you guys with me, and we're gonna live the Miami Beach life as it's meant to be lived for an hour. So that'll be cool. But that's planting a seed of hope, because maybe I'm going to feel really sad for some reason on Sunday. But I'm going to go out on there and do a live stream with you guys and meet some cool people on that ship. Those are going to be seeds of hope. All I'm saying is you cannot get out of sadness by yourself, because it's very easy to start ruminating. When you're sad, we want to remain sad, and we look for reasons to, like when I'm in my worst moods, it's me thinking I'm a financial failure, I'm a YouTube live streamer failure, I'm a relationship failure, I'm a failure to my mom and helping her, I am a failure as an attorney, I'm a failure. I'm in pre-med right now and doing this biology class, and I think the class is structured poorly, and I don't like the way they're doing it. I got an A in Bio 1. I think I'm going to get a C in Bio 2. I'm not happy about that. It happens to all of us, and when we get into one of those terrible moods where you just think you suck, you look for other reasons to confirm that you stink. And when I start to think I am a failure, which is a black and white thinking fallacy, I am not a failure. And if I ever say that on a live stream, correct me. Failure is maybe I have failed at some projects. Or maybe some of my projects have not become as impressively financially lucrative as I once had hoped. But I'm not a failure as a person. A failure is like a permanent state. That's why people say, like, you shouldn't say I'm poor. You should say I'm currently broke. Because poor is something that's sort of unchangeable and unmutable, but I'm currently broke. Well, that just means you don't have money right now, but that's going to change in the future. So psychologically, when we get sad, we tend to look for reasons to stay sad. I know that sounds crazy. You think, when I'm sad, I'm looking for reasons. No, you're not. Sometimes when you're sad, we like to be sad. For some reason, we want to stay in it. For example, I know that 99 out of 100 times when I start doing a live stream, within 3 minutes, as soon as I see Carly or V says hello or Jamie, or like one of those first few people are there, you guys are happy to see me, genuinely. And I see someone going, Monroe or Kino or Billy Bob or, oh, someone. It just makes me like, how can I stay sad when it reminds me of Cheers, the TV show, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but I loved the theme song, which was, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, bum, 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 and they're always glad you came, bum, bum, bum. That's what YouTube Live is for me. You guys are the neighborhood bar. Whenever I go here, I have friends, not just friends, but people who genuinely welcome me and are excited to see me. And I really hope that I do as good a job welcoming each one of you here when you come. And I hope that's one of the reasons why you come, because you know that, awesome, I get to go see my friend Monroe. And I know I haven't met 99% of you in real life. And as much as it's hard to believe, I consider you a friend. And as I've mentioned, if any of you end up in Miami Beach, I will get a coffee with one of you, each one of you. And it would be great. And I'd love to meet you. And I'm sure I will be very disappointing in real life. And I'm sure you're going to be really disappointing in real life. But we will still have that coffee together. They always say never meet your heroes, because you always think of them as so amazing, but everyone's just human. And everyone, and whoever your favorite rock star is, you meet that person. I'm sure you meet them in real life. You're like, oh my God, what a loser this person is. All Green Day does is talk about how much they hate being a rock star. And I'm thinking, what? So, outrage water. Again, if you're not here, sorry, but at least I'm hoping this is benefiting whoever is still here. The way you get out of being sad tomorrow is by planning for it today. I believe this to such an extent, even when I am sad, I plant seeds. Even when I'm miserable, maybe I'll sit and I'll watch television for 7 hours. And sometimes that happens, and it's happened to all of you too. Or you watch YouTube and you just don't want to get out of bed or this or that. But I know, Monroe, just get up and plant at least one seed today. Plant something. And you guys notice that I plant, well, you don't notice because you don't see the back end. Sometimes you see these shorts that come out. Maybe you guys who are members only will see it a little bit more, because I plan a lot of shorts when I'm in a good mood. And I'll do maybe 5 or 6 of them, and I'll put them all members only. But I can't do members only for songs where I use someone else's famous song. So sometimes those just go live immediately. But I know if I'm in a good mood, let me plan a bunch of shorts that'll just be released sporadically, like every other day. Because that's my insurance, so that even if I'm feeling really miserable over a couple of days, which has happened to me many times since I've become a live streamer, and I just do not want to do anything, not even live streaming, it's just I don't want to do anything. It's because but I'm still planting seeds, because even while I'm miserable, pre-planned, pre-scheduled content is coming out. So, and I can't tell you how many times I'm feeling really sour, my mood, and one of those videos gets released, and somebody leaves a comment, and it cheers me up. And I go, oh wow, that video just got released. And the worst thing, why do you have to plant seeds every single day, guys? The worst thing would be if you quit doing something because you are super sad for a prolonged period of time and you have not planted any seeds, so nothing pushes you out of your morose mood and you end up quitting. Whereas if you had just planted some seeds, maybe something could just, a little tiny poop. That's all you need is a little poop, not a poop. You need a little pip, a little flick. You just need a little something that gets you off of this negative train of mind and just turns 1 degree this way. So good. If I look at this, if I'm depressed and this is my chain of thought, I'm going straight towards hitting this wall. I'm not changing at all. I'm going to hit the phone. If I turn it just 1 degree, guess what? Look what happens. I go right past the wall. I go right past the obstacle. You just need one little change in direction of your mind to get out of sadness. But I'm telling you, a lot of times you cannot get out of it yourself. You need something else or somebody else to remind you of how awesome you are. And I can't tell you how many of you guys, Mr. Goodcat and V, last week, I was feeling really rotten. And after the stream, we got onto a phone call or a Zoom call, and they gave me a bunch of great ideas to kind of keep the channel going and keep it fresh and this and that. And that's why I went to the beach, because V and Goodcat said, why don't you go out to the beach? And I thought, all right, let me try that. And, maybe I'll try something else. Maybe I'll take Kino Surf out there, which is that's actually what they suggested, is take Kino out there. But I ended up, the truth was, I was just at the beach with my friend Sam, and I had my phone. I said, you know what? V and Goodcat wanted to see me on the beach. Let me just do it, even though I don't have the Kino thing. And it worked out awesomely. And Carly said the other day, Monroe, are you going to go to the beach again? So, super cool. Jamie is calling Carly precious again. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of preciousness going on in this chat. Carly is a sweet baby angel. Let's make America great again. That's right, Miami Deco Tours. Let's get back to business. Let's make America great again. I cannot wait, guys. January 20th. Oh, Donald Trump sent me a letter. No joke. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what happens when Donald Trump sends you a letter. Where is my? Where the heck is it? Did I lose my letter from Donald Trump? Come on, Monroe. Is it here? Oh, here it is. Look. To Dr. Monroe. Oh, I just showed my address. No, I didn't. That was my P.O. box. I got to be careful because I'm going to end up swatting myself on here. And before you know it, random people are going to be coming to my front door. But here, look, you can see the address. I don't know if it's reversed, but there's the presidential seal. And so I sent him a letter, and the letter was basically saying, hey, here's basically all the cool things I can do, and I want to work for you in some way. And I included 2 of my books, Successful New Year and Trust. Successful New Year is my weekly inspirational planner to help you get the most out of every week during the year. It's really good. Go to Amazon and check it out. Successful New Year, Monroe Mann. The second one is Trust, which is an acronym. The acronym is what you need in order to raise money from people. So, for example, why do I get super chats on this live stream, which is basically raising money? It's because I have I have a team. In this case, the team is Kino, Billy Bob, everybody, and all the people that are on here. You guys, you're part of the team, are a rate of return. Why would they super chat? Because they're getting something back by inspiring me to keep live streaming. The U stands for a unique investment opportunity. Anyone that super chats could put their money somewhere else or their time. You guys that are watching but not super chatting, you're still investing money in the form of your time in my live stream. But you're getting a rate of return because by you showing up, it's inspiring me to come back. The S stands for systems and sales, meaning you need to have systems in place to manage, to make sure that people know that the live stream is going to be very successful. V's doing a very good job of that with his his technology that he's got on his live streams. I mean, I do nothing. Look at this. I just wear my sweatshirt, I sit in the rocking chair, and I talk. But V has got a lot of cool systems that give me the impression that he's going to become very successful as a live streamer in time, because he's figuring out all these bells and whistles that I think are going to make people trust him, that he can be a good streamer. And then finally, T, his track record. And why do I put, and this is, Good Cat is the one that suggested I do this Superboard. I give him credit for that. But look, I come up here and I go over this. Not only am I giving credit to all these people, but it's showing that I've got a track record of, wow, Jamie gave $4.99 the first one of the month. Mr. Pickley gave $19.99. V Pirate, $20. I Am Athena giving a lot of spam super chats. Lucas Brock, 99 cents. Real User, some other crazy Canadian, $2.79 Canadian. What's up with that? Ava, $20. V gifting $20 in memberships. Jamie via Carly, or Carly via Jamie, $1.99. That's showing that, oh, there's a track record of people super chatting. Literally, psychologically, that makes other people feel, oh, it's a cool thing to super chat. It's not me just being the only one. I get to be a part of it. But anyway, that's what that book, Trust, is about. It's a really good book. If you're trying to raise money or you're trying to recruit people to help you, that book is dynamite. And so anyway, he sent me this letter. And the only reason I sent the books was to give credibility to who I was. Listen to what he writes back to me. So here's the card from Donald Trump. I'm gonna read this to you guys. Thank you for your kind words and for taking the time to send me your book. I sent 2 books, which means these things are just printed. These things are pre-printed because everyone is sending Donald Trump the books. And I'm just thinking, there must be either a swimming pool filled with books that people send him, or the trash can is filled up at the end of every single week. Melania and I appreciate your unwavering support, and we're deeply grateful for your encouragement. Our nation is strong because of individuals like you who believe in and defend the great American ideals of faith, family, community, and country first. I will never stop fighting for the America you and I cherish. May God bless you sincerely, Donald J. Trump. He said, P.S. Please say hi to Billy Bob. No, I'm just kidding. But first of all, I'm excited. It's nice that he wrote the letter back to me. But what I don't know if you guys know, but I'm in the running to run for Miami Beach Commissioner in November of 2025. And I was thinking maybe I should write him again, this time without a book, just a letter, and say, hey, I'm running for Miami Beach Commissioner. I'm wondering if you know of anybody who could help me, or maybe I could get your endorsement. Can you imagine if I got Donald Trump's endorsement to be commissioner of Miami Beach? So that's the next letter. I'm going to keep writing letters to Donald Trump, and I'll keep sharing you with the form letters that he responds to me with. He will say, I'm sure this one will say, thank you for your desire to run for office to support the ideals of America. Melania and I wish you great success. Blah, 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 blah. Carly asked, what's my problem with her being a sweet baby angel? You know, I didn't want it to have to come to this, but now that you've asked me and you've publicly brought this to my attention, I don't know. I don't know. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Sweet baby. You know what it is? Because she's not a sweet baby angel. She likes bad boys. She gets her phone taken from her at school. She watches my live streams when she should be listening to her science teacher. She comes onto live stream. My live stream is the only moderator and says, sorry, I can't talk. I have to take a shower. And then leaves for me to fend for myself. You're not a sweet baby. What's the opposite of sweet? You're a sour adult devil. 55 years old, Norwegian, and male. So let's be honest. All right, moving on. He's not your boyfriend. He's your friend, and he's a boy. He's your boyfriend. He is your boyfriend. He is your boyfriend. Carly has a boyfriend. Outrage Water has been here before. Really? Well, I apologize, Outrage. Miami Decatur says, I love it. You can sing. Oh, Miami Decators, because you just said that, I'm going to sing a song just for you. I'm going to sing a song for you, Miami Deco, Mr. Damien. We're going to do one tune for you. Does somebody have a request? What song do you guys want me to sing? Is there any song of mine that you like? I will sing that for you guys. Oh Shucks Church, you're going to church, Carly, every Sunday. Thought you meant now. We had youth group before as a Christina. It's not a Christina. It's as a Christian. I'm like, oh, how good? You're clearly not much of a Christian if you think it's as a Christina. Rich in spirit. That's true. There's a lot of messages here. Hey, George Oberdorster. George Oberdorster, I hope you're still on the live stream, my friend. Because it's been a very, very long time. And I don't know if George is still here. I always get to the chat messages late. I've known this guy, George, for a long time. Is George still here? I don't know. But, yeah, George, I live in Miami Beach. George, last I checked, he lived in Naples. Let me see. I come here thinking, awesome, I get to see my friend Jamie, but Monroe comes to mind second. You know what? First, I'm going to sing a song making fun of Carly. 1 second here. Carly thinks she's a sweet baby angel, but she's not. Carly thinks she's special, but she's not. Carly thinks she's got a friend named Jamie, but she don't. Carly thinks Monroe's happy to see her. Well, actually, I am, 'cause Carly, she's the moderator who takes care of spam. I am the guy that loves Carly, the greatest moderator. Oh, Carly. This is out of tune, but I don't care. Carly. All right, that was enough making fun of Carly. Let me tune this. Now it's in tune, but I already sang the song. All right, so George Oberdoster, you better stick around here for a second if you're still here, because we have a lot to catch up on real quick. But for Damien, I will I'll sing a song. Actually, this song is for both Damien and George. If you watch the music video for "The Sun Is Always Shining Somewhere," George is, I think he's associate or co-producer on it. I have to plug the phone in. Hold on. He was the one that really helped me find locations for it, and it was shot in Naples, where he lives. So, here we go. The song that George is affiliated with, and that Damien. But it's dedicated to Damien because he was excited I could sing. Carly, this is not dedicated to you because you're not a sweet baby angel. No, I'm a sweet baby angel. The sun is always shining somewhere. Yeah, the sun is always shining somewhere. And I know you can't see it, but right now the sun is shining through your hair. It's so bright, and everything is gonna be alright. Just get up and fight one more round, 'cause your beautiful life is coming right around the bend. And I send to you a confirmation of what you already knew. Stop being blue, 'cause I see you smiling in the light, in the spotlight of vindication. All your determination coming to fruition. It's a beautiful day. Don't give up, no, don't give up. Don't give up on the dream. Don't give up, no, don't give up. What you're feeling is not what it seems. I know you're feeling that the world is out to get you. I promise that it's just a short-term dismay, but it's dark, you say it's a rainy, but only... What just happened? My screen just went blank. Did you guys see that? But only for today, the sun is shining somewhere. Yeah, the sun is always shining somewhere. And I know you can't see it, but right now the sun is shining through your hair. So look up, 'cause you can't see the sun if you're looking down with a frown. It's time to rebound, back on top, back on track. And yeah, baby, you're all that. Did you know, that you're awesome? I include you, Carly. And those who don't see that are blind and dumb. But Jamie's kind of blind because she sees you as a sweet baby angel. And stupid, forget their little minds. 'Cause I'm happy that each and every one of you on my YouTube live stream, that you're all mine. The sun is shining somewhere. Yeah, the sun is always shining somewhere. And I know you can't see it, but right now the sun is shining through your hair. So look up, you're already there. Sun is in your hair, you're already there. The sun is everywhere, you're already there. The sun is in your hair, you're already there. That was for George Oberdorster and Damian Rudis. So, oh, there was a super chat here. Why is everyone super chatting? No one wants to give me any rubies. I want rubies. It's the first night that YouTube has released them, and I want to find out what the heck happens. You know what? How about this? Can you guys look and see what are your options for buying the jewels? Is there a minimum amount? Like, do you have to buy $10? Do you have to buy $100? Like, what are your options as a viewer in terms of purchasing the jewels? Jamie says, I seeing Carly makes my whole day better. Thanks, Anne Monroe. And V, my comments cheer you up? Of course they do, Carly. All you need is a little poop. Carly, I guess you can add that to my list of quotes. All you need is a little poop emoji. Monroe Mann. V says, Menorah, thank you so much for everything. Every time you shout me out, I'm yelling, no, you don't have to do that, but thank you again. I know I don't have to do it, but it's weird. And honestly, V, it is. I'm torn. On one hand, I don't want to create my competition. On the other hand, I suffered for 18 years doing this, and it was 18 really tough years. And can you imagine? I was 18 years ago. How old was I? I'm 47, so 37, 27, like 29 years old. Imagine if my YouTube channel had gotten monetized at 29 years old, and I would be a professional, like this would be my job now, 100% full time. I really don't want anyone again. Did you guys see my screen keep going black? Because it just happened again. It was very weird. I really don't want people to suffer as long as I did. And I know people say, oh, I'm not going to help him. He's got to earn his dues. He's got to earn his keep. And I just kind of feel like life is too short. Life is too difficult. And it's like, if I can give people a leg up. As I told you that, V, why am I doing it? Because no one did it, or very few people did it for me. But I mean, I don't have any professional YouTuber who's ever helped me and said, I want to help guide you and teach you how to do what I'm doing. I've never had, as I told you, when I joined that law firm last year, the immigration law firm, they have a channel with 250,000 subs. And I thought, this is so cool. They know I have a YouTube channel. I bet they're going to bring me under his wing and I'm going to get to help produce the video. I was kept away from everything having to do with YouTube. They didn't talk about it with me. And I just, like, it made me so angry. And like, they actually like want to keep me from succeeding so that they can have a monopoly. And I'm just thinking, you know how many people watch YouTube? I mean, I could make a living of $5,000 to $10,000 a month with 0.001% of the people who are watching YouTube. I don't need to hog all of the fans. I don't need to hog all of the viewers. And I hope you will, take what I'm saying to heart. And when you meet somebody else, one of your fans who's trying to get a YouTube channel started, give them a leg up. Don't hide from them the setup behind the scenes of what you do. And I know you will, because you're just such a very friendly and wonderful person, and it's just who you are. But don't change, I guess what I'm saying is don't feel, because I know you're going to, in my heart, I do feel like, dude, what are you doing? You're creating competition. But as I told you, and I comment with Jamie on your channel, I have to believe that me helping other people is going to come back and help me more. And if me helping other people doesn't help me, I still think helping other people is the right thing to do. And I can go to bed with a clean conscience knowing that I'm helping other people. And it's why I shout out people's names on the channel all the time and tell people to go subscribe to Carly's channel. She has great Christian karaoke type shorts she got basically 2,000 subs in a month. Took me 18 years to get to 2,000 subs. Dr. GT says hello. P.S. You're not a failure. Shout out to V. V, you're a great support of this channel. No way he wouldn't shout you out. Thanks for going to the beach today. Yeah, sort of to the beach. I hope George is still here, because that's going to stink if he didn't hear the song. Absolute power corrupts, absolutely. That's all I'm saying. Carly says, I'm invested. Show me the letter. You got the letter. You're getting impatient. Oh, my God, Carly. Monroe, I love your book. Now can you show us the letter? Oh, I think George probably left. That's not good. How did he get a president? I don't think even Damien is still here. Are either of the people that I dedicated the song to even still watching the live stream? I love the super board, but you know what I love better? Trump. Should I rename it the Trump board or the super Trump? Very cool. He just Trump weaved us. I will always weave Trump into the live stream. Always. He was only thankful for one of them. Yeah, Jamie, what? And I'd like to know, which of those two books was he thankful for? Nintendo sent me a letter once when I gave them an idea for something. Doctor, and here's another story you remind me of. When I was a little kid in New York, there was this television show called Steam Pipe Alley with Mario Cantone. I don't know if any of you know that television show, Steam Pipe Alley with Mario Cantone. But there was this thing where you can type in these stories, and it was the topic of the week. And the question of the week was, what was the most embarrassing thing your mother ever has done to you? And I wrote in, it must have been like 10 or 11 or whatever. I would say, whenever we'd go to the supermarket, my mom would start singing opera. And everybody would be looking at us, and I'd be like, Mom, stop singing opera. Stop. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was fun. I ended up winning the contest. And I got mentioned on the Mario Cantone Steam Pipe Ballet show, and they sent me a motorized water gun, which to an 11-year-old kid, I thought I won the lottery. It was absolutely amazing. So honestly, that was far more impressive than this letter from Donald Trump. Just don't email him 9 times in 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Guys, and here's another thing. Once your channel gets monetized, you're going to start getting these emails every day from people in India who are going to ask you to hire them to SEO, search engine optimize your channel. You respond once, then they start sending you like 10 to 12 emails a day. And I literally wrote back to this one guy and said, look, I'm interested. Please stop spamming me with your email. Once I have read your last 10 emails, I will get back to you. He writes back in 2 minutes. Please, sir, please reply. Please. Oh my gosh. I couldn't respond because I was like he didn't understand. Please stop spamming my email. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, I am. Like the guy in the morning on breakdiving. Yeah, absolutely. Science teacher, a girl after my own heart. I can't tell if Jamie is cute. Her thumbnail is ridiculously tiny. Carly is not a girl. 55-year-old fat Norwegian man. Mark my words. You do stink, Carly. And everyone here can smell the stinky Carly. You have a cute hat. Who has a cute hat? What's Doctor talking about over here? Oh, maybe Jamie. That's right. I feel bad because I think both Damien and George have left. I'm going through the chat. She won't. Beautiful music. Your E is off. Yeah, thank you, Doctor. So that's when I was singing the song there. Billy doesn't even know I'm here yet. I'm a sweet baby angel. So where's everyone from? State. I'm from New York, but I live in Florida now. Jamie, how dare you do a Carly's a sweet baby angel? By the way, guys, I don't know if George is still here, but if you see somebody who's new and they're writing to me and I'm clearly behind on the chat, moderators definitely, but everybody, just respond to that person and say, hey, George, he's really behind on the chat. He never catches up. It takes him 20 minutes. Please don't leave. And I feel bad about that. That I hope, I don't know if I lost George and Miami Deco tours. Jamie times 2 because she's talking about Carly as a sweet baby angel in all caps. Carly is a sweet baby angel. No, she's not. She's not a sweet baby angel. Ohio, Carly's a sweet baby. Oh my gosh. Ohio goes, hey, doctor. Where do you live, by the way, Dr. GT3? I'm from California. There's no option for jewels. There's no, all right. So V is saying there's no option for jewels. Can anybody tell me if there's an option to buy jewels? And Jamie says, I have the little gift thing, but can't buy them on the stream. All right, so then let me, any of you guys who have the wherewithal to super chat, I'm giving you some homework. Tonight or tomorrow, try to look and investigate where you can buy the jewels and buy the smallest amount, whatever it is, unless it's like $100. And I need somebody to go through this process for me so that I can explain to other people how it works. And then you guys can help educate other people who come onto the live streams as well. because that's a kind of annoying if you can't buy the jewels during the live stream. Where the heck are you supposed to buy them then? Thank you, excuse me. I appreciate that everyone is now excused. I keep seeing jump screens. What's a jump screen, doctor? I found it. I found out how to buy the jewels. Carly, you found where to buy the jewels? Are you joshing me? By the way, guys, we blew past 10 likes, the bronze medal. We were at silver medal, 15 likes. We're 2 likes away from the gold medal on the YouTube live stream Olympics. Doctor met a girl that he likes. Well, hot diggity dog, doctor. The question is, does the girl like you? Because it always has to be reciprocal. She's an architect. Is she a love architect? Is she architecting your future relationship? Usually when I say it out loud, it makes it go away. So thank you for listening. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about that you're saying out loud. Jamie sent a gift. What the heck just happened here? Jamie sent a gift. So apparently I just got 5 rubies, which is 5 cents. So, very interesting. Jamie sent me a flower. Now I have 20 cents. You know what's interesting about that? It seems very silly, like 5 cents, 20 cents, is that? But the truth is, it could add up. And look like it's adding up right now. 25, I got a heart. See, now that's love. Now we're building a relationship, Jamie. I didn't realize what an effect receiving gifts from a special woman could have on me. But I'm feeling the love and affection. You know that song by Nelson? I can't live without your love and affection. I can't stand another live stream on my own. I'll do all I can till you understand my desire. So buy more jewels and send me gifts. So cool. Thank you, Jamie. Maybe you can down below you could explain how you did that so other people can learn. I barely even tried for my channel to, yeah, Carly, stop rubbing it in. That I barely even tried and I got 2,000 subscribers in a month. Oh, poor Monroe had to suffer for 18 years. See, this is why you're not a sweet baby angel. Jamie says that's what happens when you're a sweet baby angel. If she were a sweet baby angel, she wouldn't be rubbing it in my face that she did in 1 month what took me 18 years. Just so you know. Carly's just naturally good at YouTube because I'm a sweet baby angel. Oh my gosh, I seriously want to throw up. You guys are making me want to throw up right here. What is a motorized water gun? So it's a battery operated water gun. I don't know if maybe they don't make them anymore because back in the day, I mean, it was a water gun that literally looked like it was black. It looked like an Uzi, but it was a water gun. It didn't have an orange tip. I mean, it literally looked like the real thing. And you put water in it instead, and you pull the trigger, and it goes, but it sprays out the stream of water. Nowadays, all of those water guns have to look like big balloons and balls and orange and green to make it very clear that it's not. And I understand because a number of children have died because the police mistook the water gun for a real weapon. But those were the good old days. Jamie says, my mother had me paged at an Anderson store when I was 12. I died 1,000 deaths of embarrassment. That's probably got to be even worse. That's bad, Jamie. Okay. If the next person who says sweet baby angel is going to get timed out for 1 minute, unless that word sweet baby angel is accompanied by a super chat. But that is the only. And that super chat better be more than $1.99. Sweet baby angel, now we're upping it. No one better say SBA. That's what we're calling it from now on. It's called SBA. This will reset on the next live stream, but no more SBA. Monroe's going to be yelling it in his sleep. The smaller amount is 99 cents. Wait. So you were able to buy jewels for 99 cents, but I think you only spent 25 cents on those gifts. Am I right? Or Jamie? You have to click on the gift and click on your jewels thingy. Jump screen, when you say your screen goes black, I see you jump screen, but it's not that's very weird. Okay, I saw it, very cute. When I press my love out loud, the love dies. That's the way I like it. Microtransaction, I paid 99 cents to send you 25 cents. Are you serious? I'm only getting... I got to look into that, because if you paid 99 cents and I'm only getting 25 cents, that's not cool. Yeah, gifted memberships, I think, is the way to go. Good night, Carly. Have a great night. And do your Duolingo lesson. What language are you studying, by the way, Carly? Tap on the little present by the super chat $sign. Tap on the jewel in the top center of the screen that opens. Gives you a couple of options to buy them. Fascinating. If any of you who are in the Discord could please take some screenshots and then post them in the Discord, it would be very helpful for me and I think others, but mostly for me, so I can figure out what the heck it is you're doing. Read Luke 5. What languages? Yeah, it's the same question I had. Monroe has a problem with my title. Jesus says some hardcore stuff. Not going to lie. Wow. George is not here, and neither is Miami Deco. So I sang the song, and they didn't even know that I sent the song. And poor George thought that I was ignoring him after not talking to him. We haven't talked to maybe 15 years. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I love Proverbs, Carly. Proverbs are very good. By the way, we're at 18 likes. We can get 2 more. We've got gold medal. So anyway, the last topic that I wanted to talk about, or the last main topic, was stay strong, which is just a reminder. It's like when I'm feeling miserable, I'm feeling miserable. But when I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. And the days when Adam L. sent a gift. Now I got 30 rubies. So Adam L., how much did that cost you to send me? Because I think, let me ask ChatGPT if they know. Let me see. Do I have ChatGPT on this other phone? No. So I need to download it on there, right? So I can't figure it out now. But I'm going to figure out what that it is. Yeah, doctor, I made it to the bottom. I'm just sad that I think Miami Deco and 50 jewels costs $1. What's weird? See, I don't get jewels. Like, I don't get them. You get the jewels as the fan. I don't see jewels. All I get is the gift and then the rubies. So right now in the top right of my screen, it says 30, and it looks like, I think it's 30. I think that maybe they're rubies, or no, it's not a ruby, it's a jewel. Or is it a ruby? It doesn't look like a ruby. It kind of looks like a diamond. The hearts were 10 jewels, and the flower was 30. Yeah, so I'm not sure how that... I don't know. We're going to figure it out together. And find out. Obviously, if I'm making less than 70% of that, that's a very raw deal. If it's 70%, then I say, hey, let's keep doing it. But I like the fact that it allows people to get involved for lower amounts, because it makes it a little bit more fun. People can participate a little bit more easily for maybe only 25 cents or something like that. So that's cool. Doctor says, is this what it feels like when Matthew McConaughey makes it back to Earth to see his children in real time? Do you mean like doing a live stream? And are you talking about the movie Interstellar, which was super weird movie? I saw that movie when I was in Shanghai. I think, yeah, in 2014 or 2015. Strange film. Answering the messages in real time. Oh, he's saying when I catch up to all the chat messages at the bottom. I guess. I don't know. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to somebody who came back to Earth to see his children in real time, so I have nothing with which to compare that, to be honest. So stay strong. As they say, the thrill of victory is worth the agony of defeat. And you're going to feel the agony of defeat a lot more than you're going to feel the thrill of victory. But that thrill of victory, feels good. And Carly just sent me the stuff. That sounds very suspicious. I'm not a Lao Wai in Shanghai. 我不是老外，我不是外国人，我是上海人。Oh, of how to buy jewels. Thank you, Carly. Maybe you are a sweet baby angel. Did I just say that? I didn't. I did it. Oh no, there's a recording of it for posterity's sake. I can never deny it again. 你可以说中文吗？ Yeah, 我会说中文。你也会说中文吗 Doctor? Yeah, 我是一个非常好的老师。Oh, 你也是老师，非常好。I even added arrows and stuff. So Carly, you're exactly like these Indian SEO people from India. They keep sending me video screenshots of TubeBuddy and vidIQ of looking at a video. They don't give any analysis. They just put arrow, like 47 arrows pointing. I'm like, pointing to arrows does not show me that you have any idea what you're doing. It just means that you're good at making red arrows on a screenshot. Thanks, Doctor. All right, go do your Duolingo and your Luke 5. Carly's gonna do her Duolingo and Luke 5. And maybe when she comes back, this live stream will be still alive. I don't really know while I'm talking like Rocco. But sometimes talking with this accent is just the way that I go. I'm wearing the American sweatshirt right now. And if you come up at me, I'm going to give you a 1-2 powwow. I feel really bad about George and Damien because they left. And I hope in their hearts they don't feel too bereft. I'm getting a little tired. Maybe this live stream will soon end. But I'm super glad to have you here to be among my friends. And every time I see you, you bring me a little joy. And I'm not just saying that because it's not one of my ploys. I really, truly, sincerely believe in everything that you do. And I want you to know, and Carly, this even applies to you, that for every single one of my fans, I love you. How do you like them apples? All right. Oh, thanks, Jamie. You know, if you want this, I got this on Amazon for about $20. So just search for American flag sweatshirt. And it took me about 7 or 8 pages until I found this one that I liked. And it's got a nice material. It's light, but it's warm. So it's pretty neat. Luke 5 is from the Bible. The book of Luke, chapter 5. Happy studying, Carly. Go do that. And so again, about staying strong. We're all going to go through trials and tribulations in our lives. Sometimes multiple times in a day. Sometimes It lasts for a week, sometimes a month, sometimes a year. I've been having a tough time these last 4 years since I've moved down here. And it's very confusing. The weather's strange. The people are strange. And I'm going through a lot of difficulties, as each one of you is as well. So I'm not trying to, you guys are in the same boat that I am. Stay strong. Don't give up. Push yourself to plant seeds even when you're feeling sad, because they're going to come and plant. They're going to grow for you later when you need it most. And I'm always so proud of myself. Like, today was a really good day. I have very little to complain. I have nothing to complain about today. Nothing. Except that you guys didn't do your job and let George know that I was behind on the live streams, the chats. And I admonish each one of you, if you guys are regular watchers here, if I'm behind and there's someone who's, maybe that should be, again, a thing. Just if I'm behind, every 3 minutes, just put P.S. Monroe is always behind on the chat. He will catch up. Because I'd hate to have a reputation of being someone who ignores fans or viewers because they think, and I think that's what they thought. And then they left, which is unfortunate. Hold on. Hold on one more hour, one more day, one more week, one more month, one more year. I don't know if I'm going to feel good tomorrow. Maybe I won't. But I feel good today. And like right now, I'm glad that I didn't stop live streaming. I'm glad that I haven't given up on figuring out my place in the world and what I'm supposed to be doing. It's worth it. Remember that you can always give up. You can always give up. I can give up tomorrow. Very easily. I can give up on everything. Shutting down all the companies, deactivating the YouTube channel, leaving X.com, whatever. Well, if I can give up tomorrow, why should I do that today? There's only one thing. It's a good quote. I just came up with it. There's one thing that you should always procrastinate on and put off until tomorrow: giving up. So for any of you who are procrastinators, there's only one thing I want you to procrastinate on. Put off till tomorrow quitting. Keep going a little bit more today. And then when you wake up tomorrow, say, you know what? I'm going to quit tomorrow. Now, obviously, if you're trying to quit cigarettes, it's the reverse. You can't use this. It doesn't cut both ways. Only procrastinate on doing the bad things. So, let's see, Luke 5, calling of the first disciples, healing man with leprosy, healing of a paralytic, calling of Levi Matthew, questions about fasting. Thank you for sharing that, doctor. 3 minutes, try 30 minutes. Never give up, brother. Professional procrastinator. Well, no, Adam, see, that's exactly the point. It's not quit heroin tomorrow. It's, you know what? I'll do another hit of heroin tomorrow. Today, not doing it. And that's the same thing with Alcoholics Anonymous. They don't say, I'm quitting alcohol and that's it. It's every day is, okay, I'm going to be sober today. They wake up in the morning. I'm going to be sober today. I'm going to quit. I'm going to be sober again today. And then they keep track of, I am 27 days sober. And it becomes like a streak. If you're 27 days sober, you don't want to go back to 0 tomorrow. So you stay strong. Exactly, doctor. Never quit today when you can quit tomorrow. But that's only applying to the good things that you're doing. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you to Jamie and who was the other person who did and Adam L. for jumping in and getting involved with the jewels. Still don't understand it yet, but that's cool. There's 30. I got 30. How cool if you guys only pay like 30 cents for that, but I get $30. That would be cool. But they're not going to allow that. Yeah, Doctor, it's great to see you too. Jamie, lovely to see you too. V, great to see you. Carly, great to see you. Adam L. And Carly. And who else is here? We got Dr. G and Adam, V. I think I got most of you guys, at least the ones that are in the live chat. It's a great pleasure to have you guys. Thanks for being a part of this special live stream where we figure out about jewels and rubies. I'll give you an update later. I'm hoping after this live stream I'll get a little bit of a update from YouTube telling me how many rubies I got and how valuable they are and whatnot. And oh, Jamie, I do think you're cute, just FYI. Everyone thinks Jamie's cute. Everyone thinks that Carly's a sweet baby angel. Everyone's hitting on Jamie. It gets old, I gotta tell you. Adam, let's sit some H to Doctor, naughty boy. And good night, Monroe, says V. Good night, Jamie and Dr. GT3. Take care, everyone. So indeed, thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for your support. And we made it through another day. And how many live streams did I do today? Oh, I did 3, but I did one on the break diving channel, which you're welcome to subscribe to as well. I did one on, and I did 2 on this one. So yeah, did 3. Did 3. Hot diggity dog. All right, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's midnight. Like, this is literally a full-time job now. It's not even a part-time job. I've basically been live streaming all day. I live streamed that on break diving from like 10 a.m. until 1 or something. Then I went out. It's just crazy. And I got caught up on Kino last night. Oh, thanks, V. I appreciate that. It's funny the way he said it. Everyone's always hitting on Jamie. It's true. Everyone hits on Jamie. Some people hit on Carly, and then other people have to say, dude, she's in high school. All right. Well, anyway, absolute pleasure. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Oh, man, I got tired. Honestly, I'm thinking, like, I'm wondering, here's a question. Wait a second here. Start a poll. Will the jewels, we have to do this quick poll here, help streamers make more money or less? Let me see. More because more options. Less because can send less money than super chats. So the SC stands for super chat. I'm just curious what you guys think. Because I can deactivate the rubies and jewels. I just turned it on. Is that going to be a thing that helps me make more money, or is it going to actually dilute the super chat income? Or do you think it's good to have both of them? And obviously our opinions on this can change over time as we learn more about it, but I don't want to encourage everyone to just give those little tiny gifts, and then I'm only making like 50 cents on a live stream, whereas usually I'd make $5 to $50. So 33% say more because more options. 67% say less because can send less than a super chat. Yeah, I'm investigating this and checking it out. And Jamie says they just copied TikTok. Interesting. V says it's hard to say. V says gifted memberships are the best bet. Yeah. And maybe I could keep them, but I just frame them in a certain way and saying, guys, if you really want to help support the channel the most, gift memberships. The second way is by sending super chats. I guess super chats and gifted memberships in some way I think of them as the same. Because when you gift memberships, I don't see a running tally, and it's nice to see that at the top. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, guys, if you just want to send something cute as like a little small token of appreciation and stuff, you can send the little gifts. But just know that what's really supporting the channel are the super chats, the gifted memberships, and etc. I don't know. We'll give it a try. We'll see what happens, and we'll start to see if if the super chat income goes down. Then we know that, and the gifts go up. We know that's something to consider. Jamie says some people might send them because they're cute. V says stickers and those types of gifts are kind of cool. At the same time, the best reward is the best. Yeah. How many languages do I speak? I speak English fluently. I speak French very advanced. I speak Chinese, I'd say advanced intermediate. German and Italian, conversational, very conversational. And same thing with Spanish is like broken. And I speak like in 30 other languages. I can say hello or how are you or thank you and things like that. Just enough to get someone to start talking to me in the language and me to go, oh, I don't know anything more. What's up, Dr. GT3? I think this is the first time you're doing a super chat. Not only it's your third super on a live stream, but I don't know, is this the first time on mine? Thank you very much. So grateful. Let's put you on the board, my friend, number 14. See, it's always good to stay an extra few minutes because look at what cool things happen. Dr. GT3. What does GT3 mean, by the way? $1.99. Let's see. Nice. Thanks, doctor. I'll say thank you in a bunch of languages to show my appreciation. Dankeschön. Spasiba. Oh, 谢谢. And I can't even remember any languages right now. Let me see. Korean, 감사합니다. Japanese is, why can I not remember thank you in Japanese? I'm sure some of you guys know that. It's not sayonara. Sayonara is goodbye. O genki desu ka is how are you? Thank you. Ohayo gozaimasu. No, that's good morning. I can't even remember how to say that in Japanese, but I'll give you one more. I gotta go. One more language. Italian. Grazie. Doctor, do I speak Polak? I can say dos videnia, which is the same thing as das vidania. I can say jak zemash, which means how are you? And dziękuję, I believe, is thank you. So like I said, in a bunch of languages, I know little smatterings of here and there. V, I'm honored to have some Canadian money on this live stream. I wasn't going to say anything. I was really hoping I would get a Canadian dollar. And I did. Oh my gosh. Let's put that Canadian dollar up on the board. Let's put this Canadian dollar up on the board. Oh my gosh, the marker fell, and I did not want this thing to crash. My heart actually started beating because I'm thinking, I hate that feeling when it does that. Make sure that's a big C. Let's make sure everybody knows It's a Canadian dollar. Just like those Canadian quarters in American laundry machines never work. And all Americans know exactly what I'm talking about. I think every American has had a really unfortunate situation when you find something, you want to go to the vending machine, get some chips, and you've got the whatever 5 quarters you need, 6 quarters you need, you put them in, one of them is Canadian, and it just slides right through and comes back out and goes, eh. But sometimes it works. And since the Canadian quarter is worth less, you can actually get the soda for less money. Second time to you while you were up. Thank you, V. I spotted you a cool buck last time I was here like a month ago. Oh, DRGT3 was my AOL. But what is GT3? What's Dr. GT? Why GT? And thank you for reminding me that you spotted me a cool buck last time. Very much appreciated. Thank you. You know what? I wish I could... No, never mind. Yeah, Jamie, you're right. He's going to sit back down before he sees it. Hello, Julie Mumford. Look at this. I'm trying to get off the live stream, and all these new people are coming in to say hi. How are you, Julie? Great to see you. AIM suggested the screen name in 7th grade. I still have my original. I have my AOL account. Finding Summer at AOL.com. Also Monroe Mann at AOL.com, but I don't really use it anymore, so don't send me email there. Jamie is from Ohio. Gozai Sakamas? What the heck is that? Ohio Gozai Kamas. Oh, Ohio Gozaimasu. You're funny, V. Doctor. Gosh, how do you say thank you? I mean, how do you say you? Yeah, how do you say thank you in Japanese? Can someone, does anyone have that? Or can somebody do a Google search for it? I'm not getting off this live stream until we all learn how to say thank you in Japanese. What's up, recitations? Where am I from? That's a philosophical question. Physically, from my mother's womb. Spiritually, from the Lord. Birthwise, New York. Growing up, New York and Maine. Where I live now, Florida. Where I've used to live, everywhere in the world. So, Doctor, my name is from 7th grade. AM in chat, they wanted 3 things I like, and I said guitar, dirt bikes. Oh, and I don't know what else, and they said, here you go. So that was like a really long time ago. Doctor, guitar, and dirt bikes. Very fascinating. Would love to get 2 more likes from some of the new viewers. That's right. Can we get 2 more likes? How do we have 10 people here now suddenly? 2 more likes, we get 20 likes, which is the gold medal on the YouTube live stream Olympics. I'm even wearing my Olympic sweatshirt. 2 more likes. Let's make it happen. Why is nobody making it happen? Julie Mumford, why aren't you clicking like? How you doing, recitations? Oh, arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you, doctor. I'll give you a like. Arigato gozaimasu. That's thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu. We have 19 likes. We need 1 more like. We got a gold medal. Let's make it happen. Gold medal. Julie is recovering from a cold, washing dishes, finishing up the laundry. Oh, I got to do laundry. My laundry is just overflowing. My laundry bin. It's not going to be fun, which maybe is something I should do tomorrow. Jacob, I sleep and you were still alive. Yeah, Jacob was on the live stream this morning. Jacob, just so you know, I haven't been live streaming completely. But I did come back again. Great to have you, Jacob. I have not been to Egypt. I really want to visit Egypt sometime in the next 2 years. Whoa, in Egypt now. Super cool recitations. We got 20 likes. Gold medal on the YouTube live stream Olympics. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Julie, for the 20th like. Is it gozaimasu or gozaisakimasu? I believe those are 2 different versions. One of them is formal, one of them is informal. I think gozaimasu is informal and gozaikimasu is formal. So don't take my word for it, but generally that's what I think. Jamie was supposed to go in 1999, but had a baby instead. And I was supposed to be deployed to Egypt to be part of the Sinai Peninsula peacekeeping mission with the UN in 2004. And those were my orders. And I was planning, and everything was about me learning about Egypt. And then suddenly my orders changed, and they said, change of plans, you're going to war. Have fun in Iraq. And then that's what that's what happened with that. So a lot of people have plans to go to Egypt, and then life gets in the way and something happens. Okay. Well, yours is more exciting. I was supposed to go with a friend to see her dad. Doctor says, maybe I just have my mind on sake. It could be. I've never heard of or arigato gozaimasu, but I know that in the Asian languages, often there's a formal version and a informal version of saying certain things, an honorific and a non-honorific form. And is sake the drink, or are you thinking about a girl named Saki? Oh, hello, Saki. You're looking good. My poll changed results. 60% will think more money because more options, less because can send less money than the super chat. So it's worth experimenting with, and let's see. Michelle, hello. So where are these people coming from? What's up, Michelle? Did you click like? We can get to 22 likes. 22 likes. Ugh. You know what? I think I gotta go to one of those Asian girlfriend finder websites, because they're all looking for an American dude. Maybe that's the secret to my finding romance. I've always thought about writing a book one day called Romance, but Roemance, because Ro is my nickname. Romance. Yeah, I'll sing that for you, Dr. G, and for Michelle. Michelle, my belle, those are words that go together well, my Michelle. Michelle, ma belle, ces sont mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you, I love you. You know, guys, you guys have got to tell me to stop singing cover songs during my live streams that are not cover songs. Yesterday, or the 2 days ago, when I did that, making fun of I Am Athena singing the Green Day song, I got a copyright claim. And I talked to YouTube, even though it was a 2.5 hour live stream and only 1.5 minutes was the copyright claim. They told me if there's a copyright claim, 50% of the revenue apparently is going to Green Day. Even though 99% of the live stream was my own music. So I had to cut out I had to mute the entire part where I was doing the Green Day, or Green Day's getting half the money from the ads. And now I'm worried that it's going to happen again with Michelle right there, because for about a minute I was just singing it, and I'm going to have to cut that out, or all the ad revenue, half of it's going to the Beatles. And do they need it? I don't think so. Copyright laws, you know. Michelle Ecker, my dad named me after that song. Very cool. Adam says, find a Thai or Filipino. They'd love an American divorcee with dollars. I'm not a divorcee, and I don't give money to women. Just something. Speaking of Asian women and dollars, I went to get a massage today, right up the street, and there's a Thai woman, no, a Vietnamese woman there that her name is, why can't I remember her name right now? Super weird. 4 letters. Quinn. Her name is Quinn. And I just get these 15-minute chair massages. And so that was like $24. And of course, they had the machine that said, do you want a tip? Blah, blah, blah. And how horrible. The lowest amount was 20%. Then the next one was 15. Then actually 20, 25, 30, 35. And I looked up her. I said, Quinn, are you serious? These are my choices. And then it said custom. And I gave her $3.84, which was 15%. I said, there's no way I'm giving you more than 15%. He goes, here's your $3.84, and I hope you enjoy it. But precisely to, I find it so hard to pay these horrible tips. And in most of Miami Beach, like at the restaurant where my mom and I ate, there's a 20% tip added automatically. Like, like imagine if I made you come, like you had to come here and you had to pay $10 to get into the live stream first. And then while you're here, you're expected to give $5 a super chat. I mean, doesn't that rub you the wrong way? Anyway, it's like, I don't want to be with any girl who's expecting to get money from me. I hope that I become super wealthy and and I can provide for my wife or girlfriend, whatever. But in some ways, I also hope she could provide for me. I hope we could be a team and work together. And I don't know. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I don't want a Thai or Filipina girl who's interested in my money that I have or do not have. I will note that Bitcoin has gone above $100,000 now. So I'm glad I've been buying Bitcoin over these last 3 years. So I see a little bit of an increase there. But sure wish I bought more. Michelle, that's so good. Sunday monkey bone, très bien ensemble. That's crazy. I don't take money from men. Well, if you're a live streamer, you would have to take money from men because they would super chat you. You know, Dr. GT, he'd be super chatting you $50 every time. Jamie, I love you. You have the cutest hat and you have the cutest button nose. And after Carly, you're the sweetest baby angel I've ever seen. Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. She was also a babe. Sam the man says, so would you buy your wife or girlfriend something very nice every once in a while that's over $1,000, like some gold or diamonds? Like, look, Sam the man, yeah, 100%. If I were with somebody for some time and that person clearly loves me and clearly is with me because she likes my personality and she comes to my YouTube live streams every once in a while and supports me on this and that, and of course, because I know that she's not after me for money. The reason why I don't like taking girls out on expensive dinner dates or buying them gifts at first is because, how disgusting when 90% of the women on the dating sites explicitly say, I'm looking for a generous man. I'm looking for a man who knows how to treat a woman. Or I expect princess treatment. I'm like, you are a disgusting human being. And shame on you for basically just advertising that you're a prostitute. And that you're interested in a guy who's just going to give you money in return for favors. And it's like, you know what? I'd like someone to want to be with me because someone wants to be with me. And I'd like someone to be with me even if I don't have money. So for richer or for poorer are what the vows are. And I'd like someone to say, hey, Monroe, I'm with you. If we make millions, fantastic. If we lose it, I'll still be with you and let's try to make it again. But there are so many women and men, but who only will be with somebody if they are providing financially. And I think and again, my position would be very different if we were in the 1950s. But there was a very clear women's liberation movement, and they made it very clear about the equality of women. And they're still angry that they don't get paid as much as men, and they want to be paid as much as men, and blah, blah, blah. All right, well then, learn how to provide for yourself. If you want to be equal to men, then maybe you should go Dutch. We go out to dinner, you pay for your half and I'll pay for mine. And I don't like that women today, they get their cake and they get to eat it too. They get to go work and make oftentimes significantly more money than men. But they still expect the man to pay for the woman. So the woman, is making, I'm telling you this, there are many women who are making significantly more than me. All right, so let's just say, so we go out to dinner. That person's making like $100,000 a year. I make less than that. And I'm supposed to pay for dinner. So now they're making more than $100,000 a year because the guys are paying for all their dinners. I would love to be a woman in that sense. I get free, Miami Beach, the women get free into almost every club. If you're a good-looking, slim woman with big bonkers and you're young, you get into the club. You get free beer. You get free wine, free drinks. The guy, $20 cover, $50 cover. Though, however, when I was in front of that Vendome club and I was making friends with the bouncers, they said, hey, the next time you come back, you don't have to pay any cover. We'll just let you in. So maybe one of these days I will go and try that and go into the club, though. I don't know. I hate loud clubs. It's not fun. It's not who I am. If you're in a relationship, it's different. Yeah, that's the thing, Jamie. It's like women are expecting you they're expecting you to buy their way into a relationship. And then to maintain the relationship, you have to continue to buy more and more expensive things for them. Not cool. Like, I'd like to be in a relationship where, oh, great, I buy you a birthday present, I buy you an anniversary present during Christmas, but would you get me something for Christmas too? And maybe you take me out for my birthday? So, anyway. And this Jamie says, this is why I'm not. Tesla's up a lot too. That's true. Doctor would date Billy Bob. Be very careful, doctor, because you mentioned that to Billy Bob, that asking if he'll buy you some bling. You know, I saw him once when someone asked him that. It was not pretty. Don't put Billy Bob in that position. He will whoop your bum. He will whoop your bum. V says, someone who will always be there to catch you when you fall. Yeah, V, 100%. I think that's the main thing that turns me off about all these women who want me to take them to dinner. Is here's the other thing too. They have no concern for the man. I don't care about your life. I don't care about your situation. I don't care how hard you work for money. I don't care what you're doing with it. Whether you have money or don't have money, it's mine. And you better give me that money until I even will go out and see you. And it's like, you're disgusting. I mean, I'm the opposite of money. My whole life has been about doing the right thing and not going for money. I've quit good paying jobs to take some lower paying jobs that was a better fit. I have, I give advice for free because it's the right thing to do. I just don't, it rubs me the wrong way when I can just sense that someone's primary focus in life is money. Not comfortable. And yeah, these women ruined it for the rest of us. And Jamie, if ever we go out to dinner, we're going Dutch. I'm sorry. You're paying for your own grilled cheese. I'm not paying for it. And that goes for you too, V, and you too, Adam. You're paying your own way. Bonkers, 2008 Surfers Paradise, Australian party scene was fun, not gonna lie. but that was a long time ago. V, on your next live stream, you should talk about that. I think that would be very interesting for me and Jamie and your other fans to hear about your Australian party scene. I forget, V, I don't know how old you are. I forget. I think you're younger than me, like maybe early 40s, late 30s. Jamie says, Monroe says, buy me I don't know what that is. Oh, is that a grilled cheese? Yeah, sorry, V. You can gift 5 million memberships and super chat. I'm not buying your grilled cheese. But it's different too, though. The truth is, it's like V is my friend. He's coming. Like if you came to Miami Beach, I'll buy you a grilled cheese because you came to visit my town and stuff like that. So that's different. I mean, it's just very different. And again, it's like, V, I know that you're not interested in money and you're not trying to. So that's the number one thing. I want to give gifts and money to people who I know don't want it, or who consider it as a bonus. And I try to do that with the super chats and with these gifts here too. Clearly, I'm grateful and I'm looking forward to it. It's the number one source of income I make here on YouTube now. But I would hope, and I'm hoping it comes across to you that that's not the number one mission here. The number one mission is talking to you, making a connection, having a good time, and awesome. Cool. I think I'm going to make a living from this too. But it's got to be the secondary concern. And any of you who are in the dating scene now, and if you're a girl, make sure that the guy knows that you care about him first and the money is second. There are some lacking greatly in self-confidence type of men who don't care why you were with him or her, why you were with him. And I know when I used to teach at EF, a lot of the girls there, I mean, they're young and they're beautiful. They're 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds from Sweden, from Netherlands, from Germany, from South Africa, from all over. And they tell me stories about how every night they can go out with a different guy in a Lamborghini who takes them for a ride in the Lamborghini, who takes them on the yacht and this and that. And I kind of make fun of them. I go, I mean, are you serious? I mean, do you really want to go out with these guys? And they go, yeah. But I maybe fine for them, but I laugh at these guys who are, I went skydiving, this is about 3 months ago, and this young guy, there was this guy there, and he was hitting on one of my students, and it was so disgusting. I kind of wanted to wring his neck. I think he was like 23 years old, and he was like, oh yeah, so I'm a pilot, and he didn't talk like this. He was trying like, hey, so I'm a pilot, yeah. And he goes, hey, look, you're down in Miami, I could fly down in my airplane, and I could pick you up, and then I could give you tours around, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, good for him that he's a pilot, and that's a really cool invitation and stuff like that. But it was super sleazy how he was doing it. He was doing it in front of everybody there. And no one has access to an airplane. Nobody had, and it's the equivalent of someone in Miami Beach going, oh yeah, hey, I've got a 50-foot yacht. Yeah, you should come out. Now that's fine if you're alone with the girl and you're just talking. It's like, hey, I have a yacht and I would love you to come out on it. But even that I think is kind of silly, because what would be cooler is if you say, hey, a couple of my friends are getting together to go out on the water on Friday. Did you want to come? And they go, oh yeah, maybe. What do you do? A boat? And go, oh I have access to a boat. Being humble about it, and then they show up and they find out that it's a 75-foot yacht and you own it. You come across as such a rock star that you did not have to brag in somebody's face that you were so wealthy that you had access, that you own a 75-foot yacht. Like, the people who have money, like, they don't know how to do it in a classy and charming way. And I've even found out, it even works with me being a YouTuber. I was experimenting with it for a while, saying, "Oh yeah, hi, I'm a professional YouTuber, and I make money from it, this and that," and it came across as me trying too hard. And I've gone back to now where I just say, "Oh hi guys, do you ever watch YouTube?" My normal pitch, yeah. "Oh hey, I've got a YouTube channel and I do live streams. I'd love you to be a fan." And I don't say anything about that I'm monetized. I don't say anything that I make money from it. But then later in the conversation, they go, "Oh, well, what do you do for a job?" And I say, "Oh, well, I'm a professional YouTuber. Right now it's part-time. I make money also as a lawyer, but the YouTube channel is a part of it now." Their eyes go, and all of a sudden I'm so much cooler because I was so chill about it. And I didn't push it in their faces. So I guess the story there is, if you do something super cool and you're trying to impress other people, the less you brag about it, the more people want to get to know you. And the more impressed they're going to be when it comes out. That's what I say, guerrilla networking. Don't try to meet people. Don't try to brag to people. Become the type of person that other people want to get to know. So when they find out about you, they're impressed. The guy that was I met tonight, I said, "Oh, I'd love you to be on your live stream." And he goes, "Oh, no, I don't think so." At first he said, I'm really highly educated. And I guess he saw me like this and he was thinking, who is this guy? And I just kept my mouth shut because I was thinking, like, dude, I've got so much more education than you, 100%, guaranteed. There's no question. I didn't even have to ask what his education was. But my mom said, "Oh, well, what do you mean?" And he said, "Oh, well, I have a master's from this fancy university." Thank you, Bougie. Bougie. So Bougie's one of those streamers who's got like 350,000 subscribers. Don't know how he's done that. I'm very impressed with him. But I'm so honored that Bougie has come here and has given me some love with the gifts. I'll come back to all the comments in 1 second. I just want to stay in this train of thought. What the heck was I talking about? Yeah. Bougie, did you have access to it, early access? Or did you just get access to it today as well? What the heck was I just talking about? Oh. My point being is then I'm not making fun of this guy either, because he might even be a guest on here one of these days. I didn't say anything about that, my education, but later in the conversation, so he just has a master's, which is great. Most people don't have masters. But later in the conversation, it came out and goes, "Oh, like, well, what's your background?" He goes, "Oh, well, I'm a lawyer. I have a PhD in psychology. I'm an Iraq War veteran. I have an MBA in finance. I blah, blah, blah." And all of a sudden it was like, oh, wow. And it came across as more impressive than if I had said it immediately to try to put him in his place or try to show off. So if anything that you do awesomely, try to figure out a very classy way to tell people that makes them, when they find out the truth about you, they go, "Oh my gosh, that's who you are? So cool." All right, let me read these comments. Jamie's going to pay for my lunch. Thank you. Restore your faith in women and little. Maybe it should be a little. Jamie, I will let you buy me lunch. But I'm not putting out. Don't get any ideas. Julie says, "These women you speak of sound horrible. Where are you finding these girls?" 99% of the women that I've dated have been absolutely horrible. And I don't know. I just have very bad luck. and it continues to today. V, you're going to be 40. Gotcha. Awesome. Dr. G, I'm homeless and work, so I'll buy 100% of all your foods. Thank you, Dr. G. By the way, the homeless people in Miami Beach, I talk to them sometimes, and they don't consider themselves jobless. They're just homeless. But they work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they literally say, yeah, I do my shifts here Monday to Friday. Sometimes I take off on Wednesdays. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they literally are making a living out of asking for money. Though some of you guys might think that's what I do here on YouTube. See it for what it is, not as an angle. Jamie says, I just want someone to make me laugh sometimes and leave me alone the rest of the time. Jamie, that's exactly what I want. Because I think my problem with relationships is I cannot stand being around people. I like the fact that we get to talk for 3 hours, all of us together, because there's a nice distance here called the internet. But I mean, sometimes spending 3 hours talking with someone is very hard for me. And I get very antsy. And I think maybe this is one of the reasons why I'm not in a long-term relationship, because I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I could put up with these people for that long. I've had roommates who I've lived with at times. And even in freshman year of college in 1995, Chad Crawford was my roommate. By the way, he lent me some money to get my first office in New York City. And a lot of people loaned me money for that. And the deal that I made with them is once I officially make it in show business and am fully supporting myself through show business, I will repay each one of you. Let this live stream here be proof, and you guys are all witnesses, that I am going to repay each and every one of them once I am making $5,000 a month from YouTube. When I make $5,000 a month from YouTube, I'm calling up everyone, including Chaz Crawford, and giving them back the money that they lent me to get my first office to run my first production company. All right. Dr. GT3 says, my ex started off a cool chick, but after Instagram started telling her she needs a rich man, she left me for some old fat guy who took her to Japan. Doctor, that is the best story I've heard on this live stream, and you've made me laugh. I'm going to read it again. My ex started off as a cool chick, but after Instagram, she started telling me that she needs a rich man. She left me for some old fat guy who took her to Japan. Don't know whatever became of that. So Dr. GT3, Carly is not here right now, but as you know, Carly is a fat 55-year-old Norwegian man. That is the man that your ex met. And Carly took her to Japan, and then he moved to Oslo. And now Carly is a moderator on my channel, pretending to be an Asian teenager. We know that's not true. Jamie says, let me miss you, Where am I from? I'm from the United States, originally New York, also grew up in Maine, spent time equally between both states, and now I live in Florida, but I've lived all around the world. There's a message held for review. All right, Dr. G, I just read your other comment, but I'm going to leave that one hidden because it's a little risque, but it was not ignored. V says the presets was popular at the time. Dr. G, not sure about the chats. I don't know what you're talking about there. Dr. GT3, will you stop talking about that? You're being very naughty right now. Can I yo-yo? Oh, I used to be the best yo-yoer. I could make it sleep. I could do cat in the cradle. I could do around the world. Maybe I should get a yo-yo and do some YouTube shorts, because I'm a YouTuber. I'm also good at harmonica. I need to get a harmonica. I haven't played harmonica in a long time. So Bougie, sorry, I'm finally getting to Bougie's comments. I don't know if Bougie is still here. They're finally giving the gift features out more. They gave me in a few other early access. So cool. Yeah, Bougie. Now some of us who don't, you guys, if you can see, Bougie has a check mark next to his name. It means he's a certified 100,000 subscribers or more YouTuber. And I'm always happy when he comes onto my live stream and gives me a little support and respect, because it gives me hope that maybe one day I can get to 100,000 subscribers plus as well. Thank you for your support, Bougie. And Not that Bougie needs it, but if I know that Bougie focuses a lot on doing video game live streams and he gives commentary, and he's young too. I think he's a teenager, and he's kicking butt. So I mean, just you're really great, and I'm sure your parents are very proud of you, Bougie. And you're one of the kids who the parents don't get mad when you say, "Mom, I'm playing video games." "Oh, okay, Bougie, continue making lots of money." Australia, 1983 life. Been a long time. It has been 1983. Now your name should be 1985 life because it's been that long since I've seen you on the live stream. What's up, Burger Sleuth? You've been gone for a long time too, Burger. Jamie says, I wasn't hitting on you. I was being nice. See, that's what every single girl says to me. Unbelievable. No, to be Jamie fair, it's strictly platonic, but you can still buy my lunch. Burger Sleuth, Jesus is the truth. Hell is real. We also, that's what Burger always reminds us of, the key facts of Christianity. And then says hello. Doctor does have an actual job. My spot moves with me. My spot pays me. Bougie says, gotta hit me up so I can help you reach that 5K a month sooner. Bougie, how are you going to help me get to 5K a month? Because I tell you this, if you only, apparently each one of those jewels that you sent me is worth about 4 cents. So I don't know the plan, but maybe you've got a master plan to help me. And by the way, I don't know how to hit you up because I have no way to contact you, which is why I was saying, if you want to be a guest, you can fill out that YouTubeguests.com. I created a form. YouTubeguests, GUESTS.com. Because I wanted to introduce you to everybody on the live stream. I want to talk about YouTube. I want to talk about marketing. I want to talk about what your parents think about you being a YouTuber, playing video games, basically for money. I know you got a lot to share. You got a lot to share. And I would love to learn how you could give me some pointers on how I can get to 100,000. Or, again, I don't even want 100,000 subscribers. I want $5,000 a month. I don't care how many subscribers. I could have 5,000 subscribers and be making $5,000 a month if every person super chats $1 a month. I mean, think about that. It's not that hard. I've got 4,450 subscribers now, so more or less. If everybody super chats $1 a month, guess what? I'm making $5,000 a month. Easy. Burger Sleuth laughing out loud. Carly, good luck with that girl. She's your problem now. The chats. Bougie sent another gift. I got a big green thumbs up. I guess thank you for a green thumbs up. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Thank you for the green thumbs up. Oh my gosh, I got another green thumbs up. Bougie's just going to keep doing this all night until I have 47 million rubies, and then I will have $5,000. It's only going to take about 50,000 of the gifts. Thank you for the heart. I will give you can I give a heart with one? Is that a heart? Sort of? A one-fingered heart? I don't know. I'll have to fill out the form. Yes, Bougie. Just fill out the form. I think you're in high school or college. All the cool kids have been filling out the form at your school. And if you do it, now I'm sure you're a rock star already at the school because, oh my God, Bougie, he's that super cool YouTube live streamer guy. But they go, yeah, but did he fill out the form YouTubeguests.com for Monroe? And they go, you know what? I heard he didn't. And they're like, you know what? Maybe he's not so cool after all. So let's just solidify your coolness, Bougie, and fill out that form. And by doing so, I get to know what your real name is too. Maybe you will not disclose it. Maybe you'll forever be known as the Bougie. What the heck does bougie mean anyway? In French, bougie means candle, but it's spelled Bougie. I don't think your nickname is Candle, is it? Or is your name Bougie? Is that your given name? What should we name our son? Let's name him Bougie, and let's spell it really weird. So Doctor says, I know your music taste. You'll love Smoko. Put it on as soon as you log off. Promise me. Thank you, Doctor. Bougie says, the Rubies are about to become insanely massive. It's definitely worth promoting. But Bougie, we were talking before. That's why I did this poll here. It seems like it's just a way for people to give less money. And I feel like could it divert from people gifting memberships? Could it divert from people giving super chats? Because if all the people who super chat now just give 3 gifts on every live stream, my revenue is going to drop from $500 a month down to like $50 a month. Why do you think it's gonna be massive? Certainly, all of us would love to know from the master Bougie here. Burger Sleuth says, keep sending them rubies. Burger, why don't you use your sleuthing skills and find 50 cents to send a ruby my way? Apparently, you can buy them for like 20 cents. You need to use your sleuthing skills and find a few quarters under your bed and send them my way. It says, bourgeoisie, I have to sleep now. Bougie says, that's the beauty of it, though. You said, what if everyone gives $1, but that's unrealistic. But what if everyone gave 10 cents? That is very fascinating, Bougie. That's true. If everybody on the live streams, there's about 300 people. On every one of my live streams, I get an average of maybe 300 people. Let's see, 300 people times 10 cents is $30. So let's say I made $30 and I do 2 live streams a day. So that's $60 times 30. That's up to $1,800. So maybe you're right, Bougie. Maybe you're right. Very, very interesting. Bougie really said it. Look at that. Yeah, if everyone gives $1, but maybe that's unrealistic. But maybe everybody can feel like I can give this guy 10 cents to support him. So, Bougie, thanks for joining today and giving us the psychological logic behind this. Bye, Doctor. Great to see you. Thanks for joining, and thank you for the super chat. Bougie says, everyone has 10 cents to give, and the best part is they'll be buying big bundles. And if someone comes from another stream, they'll be more inclined to give a gift if they've already bought the jewels. Oh my gosh, Bougie. Now I'm seeing your point. Maybe all these random people who are coming in, maybe they'll say, you know what? I don't have time to watch this live stream, but he's playing a song, whatever. I'll give him 10 cents. I'll give him a little gift. All right, I can see that. Thanks. How do you know all this, Bougie? Were you on TikTok before and that's how you learned about it? Or have you been, like, has YouTube have been working with you behind the scenes, giving you some inside information about how these things work? Bougie, I don't know if you know this, but YouTube now has this membership boot camp, and they have these different cohorts. And apparently the people at YouTube like what I do with my membership so much, they keep bringing me back to the boot camp to talk to these new channels who are implementing memberships. And I'm basically like their expert, teaching people how to create content that people will want to subscribe to and become a member, blah, blah, blah. I'm just curious what your experience is with, do you have members on your channel? And have you benefited from memberships? I know your channel primarily is the live streaming of the video games. Do you find that membership works with yours? I mean, these are all questions I think would be better for me to ask you if you're a guest. But you're a hard guy to get a hold of. I don't know if you're going to fill out the form. I don't know if you're going to, when you'll be back again. And I know there are a lot of people who are very interested to learn from you. So I'm asking some of these questions now. Bougie says, yeah, Burger Sleuth, the pressure is on. You better send me, if you can't find 10 cents, you're not a sleuth of any sort, let alone a burger sleuth. If you can't find 10 cents, how are you going to even find a burger? Come on. Bougie says, if someone buys 1,000 jewels, uses 100 on another stream, and sees your stream and they have 900 jewels left, why not just give you 50 plus of those? It's pennies to them. Wow, Bougie. You're an insightful man. You're an insightful man. 1 o'clock, Bougie comes alive with insight. Burger Sleuth says, bye, Jamie. God bless you. Bye, Burger Sleuth. Bougie, contractually can't say, but more so the latter. Contractually, look at that. Bougie's got an inside connection. He's the super bouge. He's the super bouge. He's not a bouge. He's a super bouge. Well, that's very, very fascinating. And thank you so much, Bougie, for that insight, because I was really thinking, should I turn them off? Maybe it's gonna hurt my chances of making a living from this. So here, the poll here, I'm gonna end it, is 62% say to keep the jewels, 37% say no, and I'm inclined to give a little bit of extra. Not inclined. I'm giving a lot more weight to what Bougie says because he's a YouTube legend who does some really amazing things, and apparently he contractually can't say more, but more so the latter, which means he's got an inside connection, ladies and gentlemen. They don't call him Bougie for nothing. Here's another thing, Bougie. Why is your YouTube photo say TP? Is it for toilet paper? Is your name like Trent Potter or Travis Pastrami or Thai Princess? I think it's Thai Princess. That's my guess, is that we got Thai Princess. Bougie says, unironically, I will be turning off super chats when gifts are available in other countries. Unfortunately, right now, only people in the US can send gifts. So if I disable super chats, then other countries can't send any. I'll be turning off super. So, Bougie, let me ask you this question here, and if you're not comfortable answering, fine. But do you make an actual living through YouTube, or is it just a part-time income? Like right now, it's not my living. I make $500 a month, and I'm hoping to get it to the point where I can make more. TP stood for the pickle. I bet a lot of Bougie's fans don't even know what TP stands for. So guys, I'm bringing you behind the scenes Bougie trivia right here. The pickle. Very nice. Do you have another channel called Mr. Pickley or another YouTube account called Mr. Pickley? That's what I'd like to know. So Bougie, the reason why I asked, are you making your living from it? Is I'm curious if you're making this decision about the super chats because you're already a true professional YouTuber who's making his living from this. But why are you going to turn off super chats? Because you don't want anybody to super chat? I'm a little confused here. And do you think you're going to be making so much more money through the gifts? Because I like the super chats because it's nice that somebody can send a more bolded message. And it'll stand out in the chat. And I think with the gifts, no one's the other day when I was on your live stream, by the way, guys, I was on his live stream a couple of weeks ago and I super chatted him, I think $1.99 or something, and invited him. I said, Bougie, come on, you got to come and be a guest on my channel. And I don't think he would have seen because he has so many people watching him that, I mean, he's one of those people who has hundreds of people watching his live stream at a time. There's no way he would have noticed my chat message. When I say no way, maybe he would have, but it was very likely that he would have missed my invitation unless I had given a super chat. And I know with super chats, I will never miss somebody's message. So why would you want to take that away from your fans? Julie says, I've got my kitchen all tidied up, serving up a midnight snack. I don't want the cheesecake, but whatever an almond roca is, I'll give it a try. And sure, let's have a cup of tea. Julie, are you British? I think you told me that you're in England, right? No, 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 because it's for the night, so that can't be. It's morning in England. So, Bougie says, right now at only streaming an hour or two a day, I'm making 1 to 5K a month. I give you a double salute, my friend. That's so impressive. I mean, it gets my, like the hairs on my arm going up because until I got monetized, I never knew anybody who was making money. And it was just an elusive thing. I heard about Mr. Beast making 27 million, but I never found anybody that was just a little bit farther along than me. And it was like not making $1 million, but able to, make a big contribution to survival, living. And I mean, 1 to 5K a month. I mean, that, especially for someone is in high school or college, that's amazing. That's really fantastic. If I streamed more and made more shorts and long form, I'd be making a lot more. So first of all, I know you're an inspiration to everybody watching this, whether they're a YouTuber or not, just because you're proof positive that if you keep going, it's going to work. And it inspires me to think, I know it took me 18 years to get my channel monetized, but maybe now that I know people like you, maybe I will make connections with and learn how to get to 1 to 5K a month. I mean, that's amazing. 5K a month, guys. Did you hear that? This guy makes 5K a month sometimes on his live streams. And just doing an hour or two a day. I mean, look at me. I've been on now for over an hour and a half, over 2.5 hours. And I'm not upset. I'm grateful for the $6.77 and the 55 rubies, I guess. But wow. I mean, now that's an amazing part-time job, Bougie. And I will say this. I hope you're saving some of your money. I hope you're putting some money away for college or to start a business or to help your mom. Buy whole life insurance now while you are young. Buy whole life insurance while you're young because it's so inexpensive and it'll stay with you until you're 100 years old. Okay. Jamie says, I can't have dairy, so I'll live vicariously through you, Michelle. Cheesecake sounds fantastic. Bougie, just don't have the time to do all that. Well, amazing. I would love to get to the point where I could do 1 to 2 hours a day and make enough to, that's fantastic. Bougie says, the reason is simply to promote the gifts. I'll explain more when I'm a guest. Guys, we've got 12 witnesses, if you include me, who just said that you have committed to becoming a guest on my YouTube channel. So I'd be honored if you would come on. I know I have a lot of people who are working. They're getting close to getting monetized. Some of my people are on the channel are monetized and they stop by every once in a while. But I'd say the vast majority are the people who are just trying to get started with a YouTube channel, and they'd be super honored and inspired to have you here. And that would be fantastic. So I hope you will fill out the form. And again, that invitation is to anybody. Fill out the form, youtubeguests.com. There's an S at the end. Just make sure you tell me specifically why you should be a guest and what we can talk about. Somebody filled out and the other thing is, you've either, if you're under 18, I need your parents' permission. I'm a lawyer, you guys know that, and I don't want to get accused by any parent who says you had no right to bring my child onto your live stream as a guest. So I don't know how old you are, Bougie, but if you are under 18, I need to talk to your parents. But no, if you're making money from YouTube, I imagine you must be over 18. But I don't want to make any assumptions, but it's just a general thing. Somebody got really disappointed, and I haven't seen this person on my live stream since. The mother would not take the time to talk to me and basically sign a release form giving me approval. And I said, look, I'm really sorry, but if your mom is not going to release me of liability, I don't want to get into trouble. I don't want anybody to, and I don't want to lose my YouTube channel or something like he's bringing on minors and the parents didn't know. That's bad news. So anyway, for any of you who are over 18, no problem, YouTubeguest.com. If you're under 18, please ask your parents first, because I don't want you to fill out the form and me to go through all of the difficulty of trying to coordinate it and then find out that your parents are not going to sign a release form. Okay. Julie lives in Illinois, descendant of the Windish tribe. Windish tribe. That sounds cool. Why has there not been a movie about the Windish tribe? I think we need to shoot a movie. Windish, starring Julie Mumford. Bougie says, I definitely got to be a guest because I can give you some tips for sure. I've made connections with hundreds of YouTubers, and I started like 9 months ago. Unbelievable. And Carly was on here earlier. She's one of my moderators, and I think she's in high school. And when she started moderating for me, she had something like 22 subscribers. She started doing some shorts, and she's found one type of short where she takes Christian songs and she makes music videos out of them and puts lyrics up. Her channel just blew up, and in 1 month she got 2,100 subscribers. And so I'm inspired. I'm more inspired than I am jealous by the fact that you started only 9 months ago, and Carly got hers in 1 month, and it took me 18 years. And it's like, you know what? The older I get, the less I care about. And I talked to this to V. V is on this live stream as well. And he started his channel, Clear Trek. And I'm helping him a lot and giving him advice. And I'm telling people to go subscribe and this and that. And he's trying to get monetized. And I don't know. Years ago, I've always been helpful. I've always tried to help people. But I think I was a little bit more protective when I was younger, when I was your age. The older I get, and like, again, what happened with the United Healthcare CEO, that he got killed just 3 days ago, he's gone. That's it. You know what? And I also realize it's like, why should I be bitter if Bougie and Carly have something to teach me, even though they're 1/3 or half my age? Bring it on, boys and girls. Teach me how to do it, because wouldn't it be better for me to welcome you guys and learn from you, even though you're super young? You know, here's another story. This is a story I've never told on any of my live streams. And it just reminded me. And it'll be a good lesson to kind of finish up the stream for tonight. Though I said that 60 minutes ago and I'm still talking. Somebody always comes on the live stream and gets me to stay. Bougie, before I tell the story, let me tell so Bougie's 18. Bougie would love to share some secrets. We would love to hear them. Usually stream. I do them at any time. Literally, I find that most people, typically, the times when I usually will get, when I say usually, when I'm usually more likely to get maybe 15 to 20 people watching is like 9 to 11 a.m. or anytime from 8 p.m. Eastern or later. But I'm really flexible and I don't really care. When it comes to the guests, I'm happy to do it whenever you're free, whatever's convenient for you. On the form, it says please share 2 days and times that you're free in Eastern time, and usually I can find one of those that will work. Bougie, you're in Florida too? You know I'm in Miami Beach? Where do you live, Bougie? The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. Your EST, what time? 12 p.m. in the afternoon? Yeah, now every day is very different for me. Sometimes I got doctor's appointments. Sometimes I got to take my mom to the doctor. Sometimes I have like on Mondays, I have my biology class from 2 till 5, though that's ending. Final exams are this Tuesday. But so 12 p.m. would be completely fine. We just got to find the day that works for both you and me. Peyton in real life, back again. How you are? Jamie, sleep well. Jamie, you say you're going to bed, but you're going to wait and hear this story, I know. Let me tell you those story. So, I wrote my first book when I was 21 years old. How did I write this book? I was living in France between my junior and senior year of college, and I went to the Cannes Film Festival. And while I was living with the French family there, Amazon just launched about 2 years ago. And all they sold were books. Most of you don't even remember this. Jamie does. Where Amazon literally only sold books. That's all they did. And while I was in France, I ordered about 3 or 4 books on how to break into acting. And every single book had good information, but every single book said, don't quit your day job. It said, don't expect to succeed because it's very unlikely that it's going to be you. I mean, every book was just so depressing. And I feel like every book was written by some jaded actor who ended up writing a book on how to become a new jaded actor, to become the new generation of jaded, unsuccessful actors. And so while I was there, and I went to the Cannes Film Festival, and I acted my way in to the Cannes Film Festival. If you want to hear the story about how I acted in the Cannes Film Festival, search on YouTube, TEDx, Monroe Mann, Jefferson University. That's the whole TEDx story. The whole story is about how I acted into the Cannes Film Festival. Bougie submitted the form. Boom shakalaka. Thank you, my friend. And I was so turned off by all those negative books. In fact, all those negative books are what kind of turned me into the motivational person I am today. Because I was so discouraged by I'm reading this book on how to become a successful actor. And every book is telling me you're not going to become a successful actor. So I said, I'm going to write a book about how to become a successful actor. And I decided I'm going to write this book even before I became a successful actor. So when I got home from college, I was 21. I wrote this book called The Theatrical Juggernaut, The Psyche of the Star. I had no education except a bachelor's in international economics. And the only success as an actor was I got the lead in 3 student films. One of them at New York University, one at Columbia, and one at New York Film Academy. But everybody was so impressed that I was able to do that because even getting cast in student films is quite competitive. So I wrote this book, and it was basically self-published, and I couldn't get anybody to stock it. And I went to Drama Bookshop, and they said, we're not interested in New York City. And this was around 1999. So I went outside Drama Bookshop, and I had a package of like 50 of these books. And as everyone came in, I said, hey, are you an actor? Because they were going in, half of them were going to Drama Bookshop. Half of them would say yes. And I say, I'm the author of this book. This book will win you an Oscar, or I'll give you double your money back. Everybody bought the book. I sold all 50 of those books in about 2 hours. And that was the day that I realized I'm a really good salesman. Before I finished selling all the books, it was around like 2 books left. Somebody comes up to me and goes, what are you doing? And I said, I'm really angry. And I said, I'm selling my books. And he goes, you cannot do that. I said, well, yes, I can, and I'm doing it right now. He goes, that's illegal, and literally, I'm gonna shut you down. And I said, I'm just trying to sell my books here. And he goes, and I said, who the heck are you? He said, I'm the manager of the Drama Bookshop, and if you don't stop selling these books, I'm gonna call the police. And I said, I still laugh when I remember this because it's so vivid in my head. This guy was in my face yelling and screaming at me. And I said, sir, would it change your mind if I just told you that the book is about acting, and I sold 49 books in the last 2 hours. And he said, oh, come into my office. So it's such a great story, guys. And it makes me so happy to remember this story when I was a young kid of 21. And so I went into the drama bookshop, and the people there that I was talking to before, who told me you can't sell your books here, they're like looking at me going, why is he walking in with the manager? And his name was Dominic. Dominic, if you're watching this, hello. Do you remember that? Remember Monroe Mann? And the book ended up getting put on the market there. It became a #1 bestseller at Drama Bookshop for years. And they kept calling me saying, we sold out all of the books, the theatrical juggernaut. You can still buy the book on Amazon, the second edition. And a lot of people would write to me saying, hi, my name is Mark. My wife is an actress and she bought your book. I'm a dentist, but I ended up reading it and I was so inspired by it. Like, I'm not even an actor. And though that kind of got me thinking, wow, I'm not just a motivational person for actors, I'm a motivational person for everybody. So even if you're not an actor, if you want to get inspired, read the Theatrical Juggernaut second edition. I haven't even got to the point of the story yet. Later that year, I was trying to teach some class or something, or get the same book sold at Actors Connection in New York City, which is out of business now, and I'm grateful for that. I was treated very poorly there. And the woman there, and I basically was saying, why won't you want to sell this book? And she wrote, this I think was before it was being sold at Drama Bookshop. And she said, you're 21 years old, you're just a kid, you're not a successful actor, no one's gonna wanna buy this book. And it hurt me so much. It wasn't so much about the unsuccessful, it was about my age. It's like, why did you have to bring up my age? Who cares that I'm 21? And literally I still get emails from people today who buy the book and say, thank you for, your book is the reason why I'm still pursuing acting. Or your book has helped inspire me to keep going. So this is going back to Bougie and to Carly. They are significantly younger than me. And each in their own ways are doing so much better than me at YouTube. Because of that story of that woman who said, you're 21, I've learned age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. And I've learned to be humble enough to take a lesson from anybody who has something to teach me. And I have no problem taking advice from an 18-year-old Bougie or a 15-year-old or whatever, however old Carly actually is. Because I can learn from Carly because she's figured out a way to make shorts that get 5-digit views. The most that my shorts have gotten was 9,000 views when I was in New York City and during my TEDx talk, my first one, and the anti-Israel protesters were causing chaos, and NYPD surrounded the building and would not let anybody in or out. So I was basically hostage for 2 hours, and I just did a short showing all of the riot police out front. Go figure, that was the #1 short that I have that got 9,000 views. But Carly, magically, whatever she does, she's just attracted great attention from that. And Bougie, he plays video games. And I could criticize that and make fun of that and go, my God, that's so stupid. Monroe, he's making $1,000 to $5,000 a month doing something that he loves to do. He's bringing joy to lots of people and creating friendship and connection. And he's clearly doing something that I don't know how to do, because he's making $1,000 to $5,000 a month and I'm making $300 to $500 a month. So I just want to let all of you know, the older you get, don't become more bitter try to become more humble and try to ask for help in the most unlikely of places. Another friend of mine, he's 17 years old. When he started his channel and he discovered me, he had 5,000 subscribers. 3 months later, today, he's got 450,000 just from doing shorts. Crazy. It's just crazy. And so Bougie and Carly and the two of you, I applaud both of you for figuring it out, and at such a young age. And I think that's really wonderful. And I thank both Carly and Bougie for being so generous with their information and their time and being willing to, I'm so honored, Bougie, that you would come on to my stream and share some of your secrets and basically do what I'm doing, but it's different because I'm still kind of in limbo. I'm sort of a professional YouTuber. You are at the level where I hope to be in the next few years. And so thank you. Bougie says, everyone's been saying W story. And I know W apparently means really cool. What's the history of that? Why does W mean awesome? Some other, Joe Broski says, negative books, what's going on? What's up, Joe Broski? Hope you're still here. Let me check my email. Let's see if Bougie, because Barbara the other day, Bougie, check this out. Let me tell you this story. So this girl, Barbara, who's been a fan of mine for 3-4 months on here, like a really great fan, yesterday comes onto the live stream and goes, Monroe, you know that hat of yours that you sell in your store that says winners do it now? I bought it. I was sitting over in my chair and I got so excited I came over here to the computer. I said, I can't believe I'm gonna go check it, blah, 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 blah. She didn't buy it. She completely lied. And I said, what the heck are you doing? I timed her out for 10 minutes for that. And I said, why would you lie to me and get me so excited about that? She goes, I was just joking, this and that. I got very upset. Bougie, I will time you out if there's not a form here because you also got me out of my chair. Let's see. Let's see if that check mark really also means honesty. Oh, guest intake form from Bougie. Very, very nice. So he is not sharing his real name. So he's going to remain as Bougie. But I do have an email address. So I'll be able to write to this person. Didn't leave the phone number, but the phone number would be a little easier so I could text you the link. But since you have a great check mark, I will accommodate you. Let's see. Very cool. You don't need a business phone number. Dude, can I tell you this? I use my cell phone for everything. My legal clients, I say, just text me on my cell phone. Any of my business relationships, cell phone. They go, what's your business phone? That's it. My life is so complicated, I try to keep things as absolutely simple as possible. All right, cool. So we got 2 good dates, potentially. Bougie, do you mind if I read out loud what you said your areas of expertise are? I think that would get people excited about you being a guest on here. Win. Oh, W stands for, Jamie, how did you know that? Maybe because your kids are younger? Jamie knows everything. Jamie knows absolutely everything. By the way, in this light, because of the screen, my teeth look so white. When I was sitting over there, I looked like yellow teeth. Maybe YouTube, YT doesn't stand for YouTube. It stands for yellow teeth. I'm a professional yellow teether. Bougie says W stands for win, but obviously win story doesn't make sense, but it basically means good, awesome, cool, or something like that. Thanks, Bougie. That's my main business email. I check that multiple times a day. Problem is, if my phone number ever got out to my audience, I would be getting spam calls and texts all day. I hear you. You know, honestly, I'm always worried about that. Let me tell you this, though, Bougie. And maybe we're in different leagues, and you're in a higher league than I am in terms of being you have hundreds of thousands of fans, so I get it. But my phone number, and I probably shouldn't say this publicly. My phone number is very easy to find on the internet. So I mean, because it's on my legal website. I put my phone number and stuff like that. I don't get spam. I don't get random people writing to me and this and that. I think people are really scared, and they're concerned. Like if they do, that you're going to cut them off, and they feel like they're maybe stepping out of line or something like that. So just from personal experience, I mean, I've been on massive television shows, CNBC, Fox, ABC News, what else was I been on? I don't know. Been on a whole bunch of other stuff too, and people don't care about me as much as you would think based on if you Google me. So anyway, just as a suggestion, maybe they wouldn't as much as you think. But maybe like I said, maybe you're in a different league and you've experienced it before and you don't want to go through it again. So in that sense, I get it. Bougie says, yeah, of course. So what Bougie said here is areas of expertise and things we could discuss. Says, YouTube creator. I know a lot about the algorithm and how to grow as a small creator. My email is my best contact. I do not have a business phone number, unfortunately. So anyway, we don't totally can work with the V, who asked you? I'm just kidding. V gifted 5 memberships yesterday, or no, this morning. I guess it was yesterday now because it's 1:30. No, I totally get that, keeping things private and this and that. But just in my experience, people, I don't know, people don't care about me as much as, like, if people really wanted to be annoying, they could easily just do so. And thankfully they haven't. I often think about this, like one day, I love my phone number. It's a Hawaiian phone number and it's got cool numbers and stuff. Like when is somebody going to swat me? Like somebody I know is going to put my phone number out there and I'm going to get millions and stuff. So I totally get it. And maybe I just haven't had to deal with it on a massive scale yet. And I hope I don't have to, and I hope you don't have to, Bougie, and I hope you don't have to, V or Jamie. I know Dr. GT3, Jamie, if he had your phone number, he might be texting you quite often. So let me see. Most of my audience is younger, though, and definitely love prank calling, texting, and don't care as much about it. So very good observation, Bougie. You're right. And we are different generations. And I was on a call earlier today, and somebody was asking me about my demographics, and I was telling them it's very even. It's like I have 15% under 15. I have like 20% 15 to 25. 20%, 25 to 40, 25. So across the board. But I can imagine yours may be much, much younger. So very cool. One thing that I'd like to talk about with you on our interview, or your guest co-host, whatever we want to call this. Why over the summer, before I got monetized, did I sometimes have 150 people on my live streams? Sometimes I would get 90, sometimes. And then I got monetized, and now look at if I get 15 people on a live stream, I feel like I'm doing very well. And I don't know if it's because I got monetized and now they're sending more people to other people to get monetized, or somebody said it's because of the fact that kids are going back to school in September 1st. And you got to wait until June again to get those big numbers. But yet I see you with 300 to 400 to 600 people watching, and you're telling me they're all kids or younger. So it clearly has nothing to do with the kids going back to school because they're still watching you. So you don't have to address that right now. But it's been driving me crazy. I thought that as I got monetized, I would grow. But I feel like as I got monetized, now it's been harder and harder for me to get new people to come in and to get people to watch. V, what do you think about it? There, I asked him. What did you ask him, Jamie? Yeah, I do have an older audience. I care about you, Monroe. Thank you, Jamie. I care about you too. I care about each one of you. And I appreciate all of you being here with me at 1:30 a.m. You guys are the five. You're like Power Rangers. Or if you're from my generation, you're Voltron. You guys are my Voltron. An unsociable hermit. All unknown numbers go straight to voicemail and texts get deleted. Have at it. All right, Jamie, give us your phone number in the chat. And the four of us remaining are going to give us our best shot at driving you absolutely crazy. Julie's somehow managed to end up on robocall lists. Oh my gosh, Julie, 96 spam phone calls. I gave some money to Trump. I get about 15 to 20 text messages a day, and I keep going, stop. And I just keep getting them. It's like, I don't want to give any more money. It's like, it should be a crime that they are able to do that. It's terrible. I'm potentially running for Miami Beach commissioner in 2025. And it's like, I will never do that. I would never do that to people. That's just so rude and horrible. Bougie says it's because the algorithm was very different in that time. The shorts algorithm is updated about 15 times since summer. Bougie, I can't wait to have you as a guest. He's saying December 12th, 1 p.m., December 18th. I can't look at my calendar because it's on this phone, but I'm going to look at this after the live stream and I'll reply and I'll pick one of those two dates and we're going to make this happen because I and everybody else would love to know what the heck is. When I was on part of this YouTube panel today, I was telling the people, people said like, oh, I feel like I don't understand what I'm doing as a YouTuber. And I said, no one knows what they're doing as a YouTuber. The algorithm, as you said, it's changed. It changes every single day. And just as soon as you find something that it seems like it's working, it changes. So I guess I'm happy to hear that it was the algorithm that was very different. I don't like, though, that YouTube doesn't tell us. I can understand if they don't tell the non-monetized channels. But, if the people who are depending on it for money, and now I depend on this for $400 to $500 a month now, how can they change the algorithm and not tell the people who are making all the money for YouTube? That's what people don't realize. YouTube 100% makes their money from the creators. People think they're making money from the advertisements and the 70% or the 30% from super chat revenue and stuff. No, it's me, it's Bougie, it's soon to be V when he gets his channel monetized. If we don't make money, YouTube doesn't. So why would they not want to make it very clear to us? I would be happy to sign a non-disclosure agreement and say, I will not share this with anybody, just so that I could be more confident in knowing what the heck I'm doing, because it's annoying. And I see and if let's just say I started doing the exact same shorts that Carly's doing, or that my friend Zane is doing, they'd still get 500 views because it's a completely different audience that watches my thing. So it's so wacky and bonkers. Yeah, it is horrible, Julie, that, as Jamie says, I'm sorry that you are getting so many robocalls. Bougie says that's a massive topic I can explain as a guest. Awesome. By the way, Bougie, I'm asking all people who come on as guests if they'd also be willing to, after we do like an hour and a half as a public guest, and then immediately we switch over to doing a 30-minute members-only guest interview. Because that way people get hooked on you publicly, and then maybe they'll end up becoming a member because they go, oh, wow, Bougie's going to share some more insight, but only for members. My theory is maybe people are going to consider becoming a member because they can get behind more member-only access to the same guests with different information. So that would be awesome if you would say yes. V has many different email addresses. I have 14 email addresses. No, maybe more than that. It's horrible. I have 6,091 unread emails and these are from go back 3 years. It's horrible. I got through 200 of them today. So that's why, V, when it takes me 4 days to respond to your emails, it's because it just gets bonkers. Oh, a quick thing. I was going to share this with the people on the YouTube panel, but I never got to it, so I'll share it with you. I found a really cool email provider to send out your newsletter that is completely free for up to 10,000 subscribers. And it's called kit.com, KIT.com. It does everything that the other one, Musen, does. And I just spent $300 on Musen. I just went to Musen and said, can I please have my money back? But if you guys are looking for somewhere to create an email list and you want it to be free but robust, KIT.com. Anyway, Julie says, it is so frustrating. I've called the cell phone service part of the FTC, the FCC. Julie, if you want to be a guest on my live stream, that's a very, maybe we could get some eyes on the situation by doing a live stream about it. If you'd like to be a guest, fill out the same form that Bougie did. It's youtubeguests.com. And let's talk about the FTC, the FCC, the Attorney General. Let's see if we can shame them into trying to solve the problem. And then maybe you can take that video of our interview and send it to the FTC and the FCC and saying, hey, here's the whole story. I'd love to hear it. I'm sure other people would like to hear it because it sounds horrible and I don't know how that's even possible that something like that is happening. RFID blocking wallet, got to keep on the up and up. Bougie says, if those times don't work, give me times in the Gmail. I'm sure one of them is fine. As long as it's usually like a week out, I can rearrange things easily. My dad asked for one for Christmas. Thanks for the reminder. You're welcome. Bougie says they legally can't tell us about the algorithm because of contracts and that the algorithm picks and chooses. See, this is another thing that we want to talk about, Bougie. We have so much to talk about. Does YouTube pick and choose who becomes a YouTube star? Like, is Mr. Beast the number one YouTuber because YouTube, somebody, like a person, said, you know what, let's promote this channel more. And you know what, this channel, let's make sure it doesn't get as many views. I don't know. I'm always thinking, like, why do some people, I get with all due respect to you, and I love you and I respect you, why someone that's been doing it for 18 years, why have I been struggling for so much time? And I'm a talented guy, I'm smart, I can play music, I can motivate people. How did you do it in 8 months? Like, did YouTube shine on you because of the algorithm? Or did somebody at YouTube say, you know what, this guy Bougie, let's make sure that he becomes a YouTube star? Maybe you've got some insight, we can talk about that as well. And because of contracts and the algorithm picks and chooses. My last card was buying flights in Bulgaria, says V. I'm pretty sure you really are a world traveler. I've been to Bulgaria too, Jamie, just so you know. I've been to Varna. V, have you been to Varna or have you only been to Sofia? For those who don't know, Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria. It's spelled Sophia, like the girl's name. And it's kind of like, it's a central city, governmental location, whereas Varna is like the Miami Beach of Bulgaria. In fact, Varna is like the Miami Beach of Russia because, and not only that, but so is Sanya, China. Russians love to vacation in Varna, Bulgaria and Sanya, China, because they're both kind of tropical places that Russians don't really get access to because they are in a very, very, very cold place. Jamie says, I still use my Hotmail. I went to go see if I could get my Hotmail account, Monroe Mann at hotmail.com, and it's gone. I had it all throughout high school and college, and very sad, it's gone. Bergie says, that's the first thing I'll put some insight on in the interview. Awesome. Bougie. I love it. YouTube invited me to be a panelist, but now I get to invite you to be a YouTube panelist. And we're going to get to the root of what it takes for small channels such as mine to grow. And you know what's interesting? And I really think like where I am right now is where people need the most help. Because I think like once you're making a living, the two other people on the panel there were three of us that YouTube chose. I was one of them. One guy had 750,000 subs and makes 7,000 a month on YouTube. The other had something like 300,000 subs and makes 3,000 a month on YouTube. And then there's Monroe with 4,450 subs who makes $500. But I think he picked me too so that I was the one to show that, hey, not everybody is a superstar. I don't even know what my question was, Bougie. Just the fact that you're going to be on a panel now sharing some of this stuff. I'm excited because, people like me in my position, we're so confused what to do. We're not making enough money that we can put full time into this, but we're making just enough money to keep us focused on doing it. But it gets very frustrating because I put about 5 times as much time into my channel as you do, and I'm making 1/5, 1/10 of the income. So I'm doing something wrong. And a lot of the people on the panel were thinking the same thing. They're like, you know what, I'm just stuck at making this very moderate part-time income. And so thank you. I guess you're gonna be one of the people to help me and others make that. I'm excited. I have a list of a lot of the YouTubers who were on the panel today. I'm gonna promote this to them and invite them to come and say, hey, I've got a really cool guest who's got 100,000 subs and has got an insight. Hope you'll come to the stream. So maybe we'll get some other YouTubers to come check it out. And never been, says V. Never been to Varna. Well, where were you then in Bulgaria? Or are you just making a joke? Oh, the guy skimming the card. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't follow what was going on in the chat very clearly. So I'm sorry to hear that, Jim. I should probably get an RFID wallet too, because that's a big problem. You don't want something like that to happen. Oh my gosh. The deluge of gifts is coming. But Bougie, isn't this going to become super annoying when literally on your channel, are people sending you 47 gifts every single second? Gift. I don't know how I can deal with it. So it's all about focusing the energy. Bougie says, I must sleep now. Jamie bought webcams and mics in Nigeria. All of you guys are going to wonderful places. I'm glad that you're so traveled. Bougie, sleep well. By the way, you're a total lightweight. You're 18 years old and 143. I have to sleep now then. Great stream, but I need my beauty sleep. You're like Carly. Carly does that too. I have to take a shower. Bougie, it's a pleasure. Looking forward to this very much. I know everybody else is as well. I'm going to head off to bed too. Yeah, I should have been asleep at 12. Hey, when you're here with YouTube #1 live streamer, it's hard to go to sleep. Jamie 35 minutes ago said that she was going to bed too. And I thank you so much for staying awake with me. Can't believe it's 1:44 a.m. Absolutely bonkers. Oh, and Bougie, I want to talk with you about vidIQ and TubeBuddy and whether you use them and whether that's helpful, because I need to increase the SEO. I don't know why no one watches my videos. I didn't tell you to wait, Jamie. I asked you to wait. I said, you're going to want to wait because you're going to want to hear the story. And the story was over about 25 minutes ago. You voluntarily chose to stay beyond the story because you couldn't get enough of me and Bougie and V. And who else is in here? Well, there's a lot. There's 8 people here, but only V and Bougie and Jamie are talking. Who are the other lurkers? Who is lurking? Hey, can we get 3 more likes before we leave? 3 more likes. 3 more likes so I can get to 30. I have a very unpopular take on those 2 sites. Bougie, that is fine. I don't know anything about it. I have all these people from India who are writing to me saying, I use vidIQ and TubeBuddy. I can make your channel SEO friendly. I'm suspect of them. I'm sure they're just paying people to watch the videos. It's not really from SEO, but I kind of feel like there's no way the channel is going to grow very quickly. It's going to be another 18 years unless I can figure out how to get more people to watch my live streams, more people to watch the videos, and more people to watch the shorts. So, you know what, Jamie, you can blame me. I will. Why would you blame me? Oh, just because it's my YouTube channel and I'm the host of the live stream and I'm so charming and I have such an amazing personality with such great stories, such great inspiration. Okay, I guess so. Julie Mumford, have a great night. Jamie, have a great night. Bougie, have a great night. V, have a great night. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I had a really great day today, and you guys know it's very rare when I have a good day from morning to night. I got a lot of stress and got to listen to that, but it's been fantastic, and I can't wait I hope tomorrow is as awesome as today for both me and for you. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thanks for the super chats, for the gifts, for the hearts, for the insults, and for blaming me for everything, Jamie. You're welcome. Thanks, Boosh.